God damn, I'm so bad at. Okay, there. Yeah, wow, that's too loud. Hello, everyone. Oh shit. Dun, dun, dun. Put on my funny, funky music. Hello, Kino, Anish, and Kino. Yes, Anish, I finally watched the first episode of One Piece. Kino Kurosawa, how are you doing, Kino? Actually, that's... I got the little head pats. Thank you, Anish. I appreciate the head pats. I could use them. I have so much fucking work ahead of me. Holy shit. You're good. That's great to hear. That's good to hear. I hope the thing with your... I should retweet it after stream. Your voice acting thing goes well. I saw that your other account. Good work, good work. Actually, now that you're in here, I can also ask you too. I was going to do different body shapes for the different South Park characters. So far, I just kept to this body shape for everyone so far, but that's mostly because it worked for these specific VTubers because they were kind of, you know, shorter in stature and they're already kind of small. But for your VTuber model, it's a little bit more busty. So I was thinking, do I have... Where is it? So we have like, you know, this like sort of one here that's going to be used for quite a few of them. But I was wondering for some of the other ones, like for the adults that are male that are like really buff and big, I'll probably give them like, you know, some adult body shape. And then I don't know, Kino, do you want to be the tiny one, or do you want to be more of like an adult version of a South Park character and be more busty? It's up to you. I didn't really ask people because I kind of made that stupid announcement post expecting 5 responses. I should have asked for way more information from people on what they preferred, but whoopsies. Ugh. Thanks for watching One Piece episode 1. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to watch every single episode of One Piece. There's over a freaking 1,000 of them, but I did watch episode 1. It will go on the second stupid YouTube reaction channel I have. I will upload that in this coming week. Shinigami Ryan64, I want to be in South Park. You are in South Park. I'll find your name under the OG post on X. If you have it there, I'll go ahead and add your name to the list. I am pretty big. You are. I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you. Right now, I think for the most part on stream, I'm going to just focus on continuing making the smaller versions just because it's so much easier. But once I get to the more busty VTuber models, I might be like, I feel like it would work better if they weren't just the tiny little kid version. Yeah. Quit while you're ahead. I watched like 500 episodes. Holy shit. I wanna watch it. It's just so long. I trust your judgment, Captain. Okay, you know what? That's fair. I'll thank you. I'll figure it out then. I think I have a very clear idea of who I want to be what. Actually, I'm gonna open and just leave one up. By the way, can I just go on the list, not as a character? Just add. You can have like a little face. You know what, Anish? You can have like that little face, just that PNG, like somewhere in the corner of the map when they're like walking around. You can just find it. Aria VT13. You saw me on Twitter. Yes, that's Midas right there. That's Midas. Midas is chill. Midas is cool. I like Midas. Aria VT, do you have a did you reply to the OG post on a X on Twitter? If you did, and you are here right now, then you're guaranteed to spot in. Just so long as like I can find your OG post, that's all I need. I can go after stream and you did? Okay, perfect. Then you're guaranteed a spot. Oh man, I have so much work cut out for me for this thing. I kind of didn't anticipate, even though it's like a really simple art style, and I'm trying to make it, you know, as simple as possible for myself. It still takes a bit of time, but yeah, it's gonna be tough, but we'll make it do. I'm still gonna try to get this video and game done in about a month-ish time. By the way, can I say, yeah, and she can send it in like the Discord or something. Oh yeah, actually, maybe do I have? Let me see. This invite, your invite link will never expire. Gucci. Let me do this. Bam. This is a Discord link to my Discord. You do not have to join, but in case you like me, in case, you know, I kind of want, you know, I want people to give me affirmation. I want people to like me. I want people to love me. So if you do, you can join that Discord link. There's not that many people in it, so don't expect a shit ton right now, but it'll grow. Anyways, enough yapping. So in terms of this South Park thing we've got going so far, here's how many we've got. We've got Saba, which was the first one that you all, of course, saw in the OG announcement post for this thing. So we have Saba here. Then I guess we technically have Sea-Dog VA. I'll have to... Where is he in here? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's not... God damn, I have to, like, do this for every single layer of his. That's stupid. Here, I'm gonna show you. I mean, you already saw it. Holy, I cannot fucking click on anything. This is what happens when you have like a 2K monitor. Everything's tiny. So we have Sea-Dog VA. I'm gonna just include Sea-Dog VA and Saba because I already drew them anyways. It'd kind of be a waste to just not include them at this point. So we have Sea-Dog VA. Then next was Dr. Smarty Pants. Which fucking... Oh god. Why is it doing that? Okay, I don't know why it's fucking doing that. There. There's Jolly Joe Bean. Unrelated, I love your voice. Thank you. I don't like mine. I always found my voice to not be masculine enough. Or like deep enough. But thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is Jolly Joe Bean here. Then we have Ryko Star. So both Jolly Joe Bean here and Ryko Star were very, very smaller VTubers. Like my size or even less. But they got in because they came during one of my earlier streams for this thing. So here's Ryko Star and Jolly Joe Bean. So they're in. Oh, fuck. And then next is Grimmy. So Grimmy, I did, of course, have to include all the really, really popular VTubers that responded to it, because how the fuck could I not, right? I was so surprised when I saw, like, really, really popular VTubers respond to my thing and then even follow me afterwards. So I was like, okay, well, come on. I kind of have to. So there's Grimmy. Then next is Ricky Poppet. Ricky Poppet. I tried to do, some of them have, like, different colored eyes as well. That's Ricky Poppet. And then Poco Raccoon, the Poco Raccoon. We all love Poco Raccoon here. We love the raccoons. This is, of course, Kuro, K9 Kuro. I might add like the chains he has too, but I don't need to go so overboard. So this is probably fine as it is. That's K9 Kuro. Then of course we have the one and only, the Midas. Riki my Oomphy. I guess somehow, technically, Riki is my Oomphy now too, because Riki followed me just like this past day on both Twitter and on Twitch. I was like, oh shit. Also, sorry, I guess, did the fucking, maybe it happened earlier in stream, I didn't notice, but Kino, I noticed you just followed me like 10 minutes ago. Thank you. I don't know why the alert didn't happen. So this one is Midas. Yippee! And then the last one I did last night was Elfin Psyop. Yippee! She had like a troll face on her like thing, but I decided to not include that. And that's what we got so far. So it's actually not really that many, but you know, we'll make do. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm even gonna, I guess, show you, oh, I guess the way that OBS works, for some reason, it doesn't show the windows sometime on Toon Boom. By the way, that's the animation program I'm using, Toon Boom Harmony. So I have right now a thing that says to add drawing layer. You can't see it for some reason on stream, but that's okay. I'm gonna add in layers now for the head, eyes, pupils, mouth, and then hair. And then I'm going to close that. So now you can see at the very bottom left a bunch of new layers. And literally all I've been doing so far is I'll just go to like Saba here. I'll open the thing here. I'll even turn this on so that now it's like kind of transparent if I'm not on the specific layer. And I quite literally just go to her head, circle it, copy, go back to the new head layer that I have, and paste. It's as simple as that, because they're all the same. There's no reason for me to redraw the exact same thing over and over and over. It's already going to take me long enough to do this thing, so it's as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. I'm gonna have to make a thing too. I think I'm not gonna animate the walk cycles within Toon Boom. I think what I might do is I'll have like this sort of like layer of PNGs or whatever, and then I'll just throw them into like Unity, the game engine, and then just I don't know how to code, so it'll be kind of tough, but make it so that they just walk in there, so that way I don't have to painstakingly do all of it in year. And maybe I could just make it so that the code is just thrown onto all the different PNGs so they walk. Alright, so we got the head, eyes, pupils, mouth, and then... So who is next, actually, now that I think about it? Who should I do next? I have quite a few here that I should do. I still have to actually update the list from the last stream. I have not added all the people that came into last stream on the list yet, so I'll have to do that after this stream. I think who I might do next is, technically now another Oomphy. I don't like, I don't try to act like they know who the hell I am. They just follow me after the fact. But, what's her name? It's what is it? It is Goro Gaomi. Goro Gaomi. So I think we're gonna do Goro Gaomi next. She's also another pirate VTuber, so that works. True knows nothing about animating. It's simple. You make an image and then you throw it across the screen and then it starts moving and then you do it and then it's it. South Park should hire you, dude. I don't think anyone's gonna get hired for South Park anymore. Did you see those Sora AI videos of South Park? You can just make a South Park thing in like, dude, my job as an animator is fucking god. Dude, we're fucked. We're fucked. I do want to work on that Smiling Friends thing. Yeah, Kino messaged me the other day about the studio that Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack created. I would love to work on Smiling Friends someday. Please, Mr. Zachary Hadel. I've rewatched your Psychic Pebbles, Best of Psychic Pebbles on Oni Plays compilations every night. I put it on every night and I go to sleep. Please, oh please, oh please put me in. Please let me work on your show. Alright, so Garo Gaomi, let's do this. Let's stop fucking around. Let me do something like this. Actually, okay, I got it. I'm gonna do something like this. Yeah, I wish I had 3 monitors even. It would help. Yeah, it's so ugly. Hope it doesn't take over. I watch Oni Plays every night too. So real, dude. I love Oni Plays. It's like one of the only like gaming channels, like those types of gaming channels I still watch like very religiously. Sora got nerfed, right? Because it has rules and copyright stuff now? I don't know. I've heard something about that, but I'm not too sure if they actually went ahead and did it. Alright, so Goro Gaomi. I'm gonna make a new color palette to my right here for her. I've made a new color palettes for every single person. So let's see here. Should we add her big ass hat? I think we should, but let's start off with her hair. So I'm gonna literally just color pick this. I don't think you can even see this on the screen, but color pick this. You might see it on the right now. Grab the pencil tool, and then we're gonna go back to Saba here and close this and then do this. So now it's just this, and then we can just draw on top of it like so. If you animate queso, that would be fucking diabolical. See, the thing is genuinely, when I started, or not when I started, when I made that post about the South Park thing, I'm not trying to act like, oh, I'm so humble, and so I genuinely expected like maybe 5 responses, and then I was like, in my head I was thinking I'm more than likely gonna get like 5 responses, and then what I'll do is I'll just grab a bunch of like popular VTubers and streamers that didn't even like, of course, react to the thing, and then just add them into it, and then it'll be done. So lo and behold though, that did not happen, and instead I got nearly 700 replies. So initially I was going to do something like that. Initially I was going to just take the few people that replied to me, and then afterwards just add a bunch of popular streamers like Queso or others, and then be like, okay, I'll just do something like that. But then, yeah, 700 plus people decided to reply to the damn thing, so that kind of went out the window. Why the hell did that become like so tiny? Do that again. Ugh. But yeah, anyways, like I've mentioned, if anyone is in here that's did reply to the OG post, just let me know, and I'll add you to the list. I have to update that fucking list. So many people. And I wasn't very specific on how the game portion of this thing is going to work out, so realistically what I was thinking in my head was, after I've gone and like drawn all of you, I was going to basically create like a 2D Unity game, but it's more so like a gallery walk rather than a game. I'll have like a big open space with all of your different VTubers just walking around South Park style, and then you can like kind of like roam around with the camera with your mouse and whatnot, and then find different people, and then all you have to do is just like hover over them and then click on them, and then it'll like have a little like voice line that I'll have to find and animate, and then that's it. And then it'll have like a little like maybe speech bubble next to them that will alert you of like where to find this specific VTuber, where they stream at, or what their X is, or something like that. So it's nothing crazy, but you know, I'm not making the stick of truth over here. I'm not making like an actual full-on a video game. That's if I wanted to do that, you're not getting this thing till like 2036. But I am trying to make sure that I can actually get this thing out by like, I don't know, fucking end of October, maybe? End of October? I think that's maybe like a little bit diabolically insane. That might be just a little bit kooky, but I kind of want to just be able to get it done as quickly as possible so I can move on to the next project, which will be animating VTubers into Family Guy. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna just do a bunch of those, like Family Guy, South Park. I was gonna do Smiling Friends at some point, if I can figure out how I can make VTubers look like Smiling Friends characters. I clearly have the knack to animate like Smiling Friends, but I will say that most likely this one and maybe the Family Guy one are going to be the only two where I can realistically do this many VTubers. The one for like Smiling Friends, if I do that, that's going to be way more tough. So that one would probably only have to be like 20 at most, and even that might be pushing it. Alright, so this is her hair, but I'm gonna label this front hair, because she has like a bunch of back hair, and the way that this is that I have it on top of this layer, the head layer, so that when I color this in, it's on top, right? But she has the back hair, and if I continue drawing the back hair here, it's gonna be on top of her torso and everything like that. So we'll stop here for the front hair, and then we'll move on to now doing like the hands and the torso and whatnot. So we just literally go back to Saba. We grab our like selection tool and quite literally just copy paste it. So this is her right hand for Saba. So we're gonna go down to this thing here, and we're just gonna draw, or I'm gonna put a bunch more layers. So right hand, left hand, let's do torso, and then we'll do left arm upper, left arm lower, right arm upper, right arm lower. I want uppies. That's what I want. Every time I hear the word upper, it makes me think of uppies. that's funny. It's a funny word. All right, so now we put those layers there, and then also have to add a layer for the legs, and then back hair. So then we add and close, and do this. Perfect. So now we go back to the right hand on the Gaomi, and place object in place, and boom, there's her hand. Now we go back to Saba, grab her left hand, copy paste, and it's as simple as that. This is like the best way I can do it, so that it, you know, you guys will get this video before Christmas, because otherwise it's just not happening. So this one here is right arm lower. Oh, The Simpsons. Oh shit, that is a good one. Someone also mentioned, so which one was this? Right arm lower. Someone mentioned in one of the earlier streams I was doing of this that I should do Robot Chicken. which was like, oh, that's such a good idea, but that would be so fucking hard to do. That would be so cool, but if I were to ever do something like that, it has to only be like 5 people or something. I'm not sure. It would be very difficult to add as many people as I'd want to it. But yeah, there's so many, like, there's just so many like Adult Swim shows that have such a unique art style that's like, yeah, I can put 100 VTubers into this thing or that thing or something like that. But yeah, I fucking type so fast. So dude, sometimes, do you ever, I don't know if it's because of like my brain has been rotted by like just the internet or something, but when I like read nowadays, I don't read. I like kind of like skim really fast. Like my mind's going at a million miles per hour and I skim like the entire paragraph or whatever I'm reading super fast. I don't actually like read sentence by sentence, word by word. I don't know if that's like just a me thing or what. It's not good though. I think I'm getting stupider. I think that right there probably shows how stupid I'm, because I don't even think that's how the word, it's not stupider, it's more stupid. Correct? I don't know anymore. We're gonna draw her back hair. So something like this. The great thing about the South Park style is it can be messy as fuck, like this. It doesn't have to be like remotely on model. I mean, like, I want to obviously make these look as close as possible to the VTuber I'm throwing in here, but I can be a little bit messy. It doesn't have to be super precise, and that is so helpful. That is so helpful. So now we're going to copy paste this object in place, and I can go transform and flip horizontal and literally just throw it over here. Simple as that. So I don't have to keep redrawing things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know, I am too, like, I just skim everything. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I need to like sit down and read a full-on like chapter novel book again. Ugh. In the style of One Piece. Yeah, there's so many good Adult Swim shows. I have to figure out which ones I'll do eventually. Jonas McGee! That is such a good name, Jonas McGee. I'm too lazy to read books now. Oh, you do audiobooks, and then you buy. I just don't read anymore. Like when I just said that, like reading, I like skim things. I'm talking even more so like fucking just really long posts on like Twitter or whatever. Like I don't actually even I don't know what the last like actual novel I've read is. I couldn't tell you. Which is really, really bad. That's really not good. I should read more, because in this world of like instant gratification, I should maybe rewire my brain so it's not so horrible with that shit anymore. Gosh dang it. It's bad. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this thing here so that I don't have like an actual like layer of line that goes here, but I can still have an invisible layer or line, so that way when I go here, I can just... Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Wait. I did have the right layer. It might be because of this. Oh my gosh, see, I'm so like preoccupied, I'm looking down, I didn't even notice I got a fucking head pat by the Kino Kurosawa. Ah! Thank you for the head pads. Where did I... Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I take that back. I'm gonna do something like this. We're gonna go like this, and then go like this, and then try... Oh, what part of this is not fucking... Oh, right here. Goodness gracious, I did not notice that. Teehee, I'm a dummy. Oh, get rid of that. Alright, so we'll do something like that. And then just cut this so it's like this. Okay, now if I go and do this, there we go. And then all I have to do is come back to those little lines I threw here and just delete them. And boom. Perfecto. Oh. Hey, Graves Power, you made it in. You're in, buddy. Don't worry. I'll put you on the list. You are on the list. I felt so bad when I saw you quote retweet my thing. It was like, no, I was too busy with monster trucks. I was like, dude, That's kind of you kind of need to be busy with that. What the fuck? It's kind of cool. But you still made it in, so no problem. You're in, Graves. Don't worry. Don't worry, you pretty little head. Oh man, I am gonna have to cut it off at some point though. Like I said, I think I'm only gonna do around 100 or so of these. Oh shit, how do I? I'm gonna probably do like only around 100 or so of these, because it's just gonna be too much otherwise. I'm too lazy to games now. You just watch more Hammer videos. The last video, oh, a visual novel. There's a bunch of visual novels that were on sale recently for the autumn sale that I kind of want to get around to. I don't know which. There was one that I've been meaning to for the longest time. I forgot what the fuck its name is. Ugh. By the way, after you make the vid, are you gonna release the list? No, I'm not gonna release the list, dude. I have lots of like really higher upper people on that list, dude. I can't release the Epstein. I can't, dude. That's bad. I can't. That's not up to me. I can't release the Epstein. Okay, sorry. That's not even funny. Yeah, so I'll release the list that's of all the different like VTubers on here once it's done, and there'll even be like a thing in the game itself where you can just look at all the different VTubers, so you'll know like there's going to be a long list even in the game that you can just like scroll through and see everyone, so you don't have to like mindlessly search the entire fucking large ass area to find them. The Epstein files. Guys, listen. I'm a pirate, right? So isn't it my duty to find lost treasure? I'm just saying. It's like the very beginning of the One Piece episode. It's like, I bury my treasure. And the Great Pirate Era. Go fight it. Fuck it all. Ugh. One brain cell snail. That is my nickname. That is what they call me. Ugh. How many are on your list now? Dude, I think like... I didn't add people since the last stream. They are on the list technically. Like, I will make sure they're a part of it. I just didn't add them. I'm going to take a wild guess here and say around 50. If I were to guess, I think around 50 people is how many I've got at this current moment in time. But, you know, of course, that's gonna keep going up and up and up. And if it gets to a point where I do some of these streams and I don't get any more... This scared the fuck out of me. Ah! Kino Kurosawa! You're such a G.
Kino Kurosawa just subscribed with Prime.
Wah! I love that TTS voice. Ah! More sparkles! Thank you, Kino. Mwah! Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Ah! Dude, did you guys just see that? There was a fucking gnome. What the fuck? Did you just see that? Okay. Do you like to be called Snail or Pirate? Oh, surprisingly, a lot of people like, since just call me like Snail. A lot of people like to call me nickname and Snail. Like, whenever I Joe McGee, thank you.
Jonas McGee just followed.
Can I join, please? I replied, but I didn't know how many. Yeah. You'll be in too. I'll have to go through the VOD of this after the fact, and figure out everyone that replied. Oh my goodness, just so many people in my chat. This never happens. How the fuck do like 20,000 people, like those really big like streamers, keep up with chat? Jesus Christ. Oh, Grave Power. Yeah, you don't really have to send me. Well, actually, you can. Actually, you can DM. Yeah, you can. You know what? Yeah, DM me. DM me. I have my DMs open. If you have anything for reference for your VTuber models or something like that, don't be. I've had a few people already DM me their stuff. So for sure, you can DM me like a Google Drive link or what have you, and it'll just make everything so much smoother. So much smoother. I'll call you Snail for now. Thank you. Sounded so ominous. The Snail. Yeah, I used to be... Oh, I don't usually frequent it as much anymore, but I used to be like very into and very active in the newgrounds.com community. And everyone there always called me Snail. They kind of just, that's just the nickname. They don't usually go around calling me Snail Pirate that much. But I don't mind either. Unless do you guys want my full government name? Do you want my full government name right now? Do you want me to dox myself right? I can do it. Do you want, I have my social security number right here. Actually, I do have it right close by. Here, it's, one, no, check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a very unique one where it's just like that. Yeah, what's the snail's name? Dude, we never figured that out. Guys, do you see this little snail that's out sitting on my shoulder? I never actually fully, I've been given so many names, and every single time I'm like, wow, yeah, that's a good name, and then just, I don't, like, actually fucking name the thing. So the snail on my shoulder is still, like, unnamed, despite the fact that I've gotten so many, like, suggestions, but I never actually named it. Snail Bob, Herbert, Snail Bob. Snail Bob! Wait, when you said if you know, you know, I was like, what are you talking? Is that fucking Flash game? I remember that shit. I do remember that. I remember Snail Bob. Oh my gosh, that's a blast of the fucking past. Yeah. Yes, I need fucking Anish every time I ask is like Lumi. Because it's like the name of some character from this game. Oy vey. Snail McGee. Hey, you're only saying that because that's your last name. What the hell? You can't just like shove your way into my family with your last name like that. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. I did a Papa's stream a few days ago. Oh, like Papa's Pizzeria and shit? Oh, damn. I should do that. I should fucking do that, actually. Also, I need to make, like, formal apology to anyone that's actually subscribed to me on Twitch with real life money. I don't have any sub emotes yet. I haven't got around to it yet. I only have the 3, like, free emotes. God damn it, I need to really get on that. The aliens from South Park? Is that really what their names were? See, I'm a fake fan. I don't actually, I haven't really watched much South Park. I watched the movie and I watched a few episodes here and there a while back, but besides that, beyond that, I actually haven't really watched that much South Park. Whoops. I kind of am a fake fan. You guys, I kind of am a fake. You guys should just kill me. I don't know. You gotta just like hang me. Put me on the cross, or like throw me into the flames. I don't even deserve to be alive. That sounds so fucked up. No, I should watch some more South Park at some point. Besides like the movie, I watched I remember watching the episode with the World of Warcraft one where they become like super fat and like start shitting on themselves. I remember that. I remember that very distinctively, where like Cartman literally is just shitting into a fucking like bowl that his mom has at the ready, and she has to like stand behind him and just sprays shit everywhere. I do remember that episode. And I remember the movie where there's Saddam Hussein and Satan. I remember those. And they were all funny. I don't know why I haven't actually really watched much more South Park. I don't know. I just kind of go onto YouTube instead, and I just waste time watching the most mindless crap on there instead. Do you guys do that? There's like something wrong with our brains where even like the fun things, like, oh, I want to watch this anime or something, but you procrastinate even on that. You procrastinate on watching an anime or on playing a video game, and then instead you waste time watching like TikToks or YouTube or something. I think we're fucking insane. Yeah. I have the same issue, that's why I don't have it. What the fuck? I didn't even notice this. Wow, Kino has a bunch of animated emotes. God damn, those are good. I don't watch South Park. I'm just interested in chaotic VTuber ideas and making new friends. Daw. Well, that works too. Oh, baseball one. Oh. Oh yeah, I did see little parts of the new South Park season, but like I said, I haven't actually watched even like the old shit, so I need to go like back to like the best of, like just like the best of South Park, and just watch like the top rated episodes. Cause it's not like a One Piece where I necessarily have to watch them in order. It's not required of me at all. I'm not missing like very important lore. I'll start an anime and pull out my phone 2 seconds later. Yeah, I know, right? It's bad. I was the last like 2-3-ish weeks working on this video, and I swear to God it's gonna come out this week. I don't know if you guys may have seen this or not, but there was this YouTube channel called The Anime Men with like 4 million subscribers, and they created a video semi-recently where they reacted and rated the first episode of every single year's most popular anime from 1961 to 2025. And that video got so much flack because it was just abysmal. But I was like, what if I make my own version of this? So I have been watching a lot of anime recently, but mostly just like the first episodes of stuff, which is why I mentioned One Piece, because last night I got around to doing the One Piece part of that, because I never watched One Piece yet. So yeah, but I'm making that video. It should be out on my main channel in like, God, I hope in like, but by the end of this week for sure, before Friday. And if it doesn't come out Friday, then you guys can actually come to my house and like kill me. You guys can actually come to my house with a sawed-off shotgun, knock on the door, be like, delivery, and I'm like, I didn't deliver anything, and be like, you don't have an answer and you kill me. I don't know. It should be out soon though. But there was a lot of first episodes of anime I hadn't watched. One Piece was one of them. Tokyo Ghoul was surprisingly another one. I never actually watched Tokyo Ghoul, so that was the first time I watched it last night, and I was like, you know what? This is not too bad. I did hear, though, that for like the longest time, of course, that the manga is way better. But, you know, whatever. I'll read the manga at some point, too. Oh, man. They post down and tried to make some kind of... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, what did I rate the first episode of One Piece? I think in terms of ranking on like the list or whatever, I gave it like a high A or something. So I gave it like a high A. It was very good. I was like, don't look in your general chat. What are you talking about? Wow. What the fuck? I like that you put the cameo in your thing. Enish. Scuba diving vids and caves. Sometimes you just like fall into like these little like niches on YouTube. You're like, dude, I'm bored. I'm just gonna watch like 35-year-old men with like stable jobs, a loving wife and family, and nothing wrong with his life go and cave dive in these tight ass places and go and crawl into this cave labeled Satan's puckered asshole. And it's like, you know what, man? I think something went wrong somewhere along the road. I think we're making a big mistake here. I don't understand. It's like the greatest thing, you know, the greatest thing about those cave diving things is that you don't have to do it. You just don't have to do it. No one's forcing you. You can just not do it. But they're kind of psycho. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do... Yes! Yeah, those cave diving things, though. Sometimes I'll like, you know, you start to, like, every so often, you're like, I'm just gonna go down some YouTube niche today. And that's one of them that I've gone down every so often, and it's just so wild to me. Like, I really don't get it. I don't think I'm supposed to. Like, I can understand if you're, like, alive in, like, the 1500s or the 1400s, and you're like, you know what? We need to sail the world and explore the rest of the world, and we may die on this treacherous, like, journey. It's like, okay, that makes sense. You're, like, exploring the world. What is the argument for now in the year of our Lord, 2025, going down into a cave labeled like, like I said, Satan's like, I almost said snail pirate's puckered asshole. Sorry, Satan's puckered asshole, and you're like, why do this to yourself? And then they die, and then they just die, and it's like, okay, that's cool. And it's like always like the most horrific way to go too. It's like they're like wedged in between like two spots. They can't breathe. The blood is like pooling into their heads, and it's like, why did you do this? It's not like your life is like somehow like going wrong. You have like literally like 3 children at home. You have a wife that loves you. You got like a 6-figure job. Why? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Ugh. I'm gonna lurk and watch One Piece. Lol. Edish. There are straight up, yeah, I'm being a little bit facetious when I say, like, Satan's puckered asshole, but there is a legitimate, actual real-life cave called something like Satan's something. It's like the devil's something. It's like, why would you do that? You can just not. I don't know. That's definitely a hobby that I don't think I'll ever be getting into anytime soon. Sorry. I know you guys were really excited for that Snail Pirates, like, descent into doing cave diving videos, but sadly they're just not gonna come out. They're just not coming out. I can understand like maybe a little bit more the skydiving stuff, yeah, although that's still terrifying too, because that could go so wrong so quickly, and then you're just hurling down like at however miles per hour into like the ground, and then just splat. You just become a red stain on the ground afterwards, and it's like, okay, I don't think I want to do that either. But I can understand it a little bit. At least you're out there in the wide open air. But something about that claustrophobia, like that claustrophobic space, is just terrifying. But enough about that. Going on fucking. These are pretty typical of Snail Pirate streams. I kind of just go on massive tangents and I yap the entire time. That's one thing I've been described as being good at when it comes to live streaming by the few people that come to my live streams, is that I'm a very good yapper. Like if I do those like Zatsudan streams, kind of like I kind of just don't stop talking. There's something that always like finds its way into my mind and I start talking about it on stream. But very rarely am I just gonna have a... I don't know, sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes it can be annoying. But very rarely do I just like shut up for 5 fucking seconds. I just talk. I just talk. But that's important for a streamer. Especially now, because I don't know, there's that whole like weird thing Twitch is doing where it's like, if you're not like typing in chat every like 5 seconds, it doesn't count you as a viewer anymore. I don't actually know what the hell the whole thing with the Twitch thing is right now. But I will say, my streams are doing better than before, so I guess it's not really affecting me that much. Okay, so this is what her thing here kind of looks like. And then... yeah, the bottom here is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the legs, I think, and make a new color. What on fucking... oh, what's the worst way? I was like, what are you talking about? Radiation, I think, is the worst one, but boat honey torture? What the fuck is boat honey torture? What is that? I don't know that. I mean, yeah, if you have, like, radiation, that's get cancer or something, that's pretty bad. Hey, guys, that should be a Mr. Beast video. Like, I paid people $500,000 to go touch the elephant's foot in Chernobyl. I think that'll go over well. Don't you think? That guy's wacky. Mr. Beast is kind of wacky. Don't you agree? I haven't watched a video of his in a while. A very, very long while. I did hear, though, that from my cousin told me that his, like, Amazon series was actually really entertaining to watch, and I should just find it for free somewhere. I was like, okay, maybe I will. I mean... you gotta give credit where some credit is due. He's very good at hooking you in and making these insane, like, situations for the viewers to watch. And it is very, it is entertaining. So I can't fault him there. Actually, it should not look like this. It should be sort of like cut this part here and then white there. Yeah, that's fine. And then maybe I can even cut that. Hell yeah, that works. What? Oh my goodness, what the fuck did I just do on my phone? Boat torture. I like how you like... Oh shit, I clicked something else on my stupid thing. I like that you said radiation and boat torture are the worst ways to go. And then you link me a YouTube link, ominously, and then you just afterwards just say boat torture. That is... I'm gonna click on it. Let's watch boat torture. Oh my goodness, dude. Wait, they like eat you alive? Oh! That's what they do with the... Oh my gosh, dude, that's fucking bad. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Dude, gotta give credit, I guess, where credit is due to like the people of olden times. They really knew how to like make sure death was as painful as possible to people. God damn, dude, that is fucking bad. Also, that does not work there. I have to continue doing it here. Seriously though, holy shit. They put your like little self in a boat and then they lather you with honey so then you can't move and then there's bees and other insects eat you alive. What the hell? Guys, don't you like appreciate that we live in the 21st century? I feel like most of us here would do something to upset someone back in the day and we would get lathered with honey and thrown into a fucking makeshift boat and then tortured to death. I feel like all of us here have like at least one thing that we'd accidentally do. Like we wouldn't even do it on purpose, but we just accidentally do it and they're like, this person is a fucking witch, a sorcerer. And then that's it, dude. Now, next thing you know, you're fucking hammered inside a tiny little coffin and then they pour like molten lava down it. You're like, well, this is my life now. Wait, why is this, oh, there we go. I was like confused. What would be the, like, I guess like the best way to go out is really just like old age and you pass in your sleep, right? That would be the best way to go out. But I guess if you were like some like really hardened badass, like, and you know that you would die in like a pretty terrible way because you're just like so cool and you're like fighting the system, you're fighting for what's good and right. What would be like, I guess the optimal way? Like what if you had to choose, like they gave you like a bunch of, like you got captured, it's done. And then they're like, all right, you have like 5 choices here of torture. Which one do you pick? Right? I wonder, like, what would you, like, choose? It has to be, like, painful. It has to be horrible. But they give you the, like, they're like, okay, you know what? We kind of appreciate you. I mean, you are, like, kind of hot and sexy, and you are a little bit cool. So we'll allow you, like, to pick the painful way in which you die. The way Dale Earnhardt did? Is Dale Earnhardt the guy that was, NASCAR. It was some sort of like car race, right? And he smashed into a thing. Or am I misremembering? Dale Earnhardt? No, yeah, it was. I do. Man, 2001. Holy shit. Yeah, professional stock car driver. I mean, that you're going out doing what you love. And I guess it must have been instant. Riding a nuke, then okay. That's not bad. That's a good one actually. You can be like that guy, you know, the one where that old like video where it's that video, I don't know what it's from exactly, but the guy that's got like the cowboy hat and he's flying down with the Fat Man bomb or whatever onto the place and then he's like, whoa, whoa. Really Mario. That's not a bad one. That would be kind of cool. It would be instant too, so you wouldn't even feel it. And then people will, like, for all of time will be like, dude, this guy fucking literally rode on a literal nuke until he fell into his death, but you gotta admit that's kind of cool and be like, yeah, that is cool. So you'll get a lot of notoriety for that one. Yep, just like that. Yeah, exactly, just like that. I rep that good wrench on my stuff. Even my model has custom Earnhardt sweater. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not like super into that world of like NASCAR or like race, like driving or whatnot. But even then, I actually, like, as soon as you said the name, I was like, oh, it's that guy, I think, because I've heard about him, because it's just kind of like a notorious thing, if you want to say it that way, of what happened. How often is that a thing, though? If you think about how like crazy the race car like sort of world is, you're going like however many miles per hour on this racetrack, and it's kind of like, it's scary. So how often does stuff like that even happen? You would almost think that it'd be a little bit more common even. I'm not sure though. I mean, I'm assuming probably not. Otherwise the sport would not be a thing anymore. And also I probably wouldn't have heard of earned out or whatever. Because then it wouldn't be as crazy of a case. Because it would happen all the time. So yep, just like that, implosions. Yeah, I mean, it's instant, so at least, yeah, if you're gonna go out, it would be better to have be like instant. Like, how much would it suck to literally be eaten alive, right? Like, that's gotta, you start getting like eaten alive, your pancreas is getting eaten, and you're like, darn it, this fucking blows, and you just have to just deal with it. Or like I said, those cave dives where they go in and then they're just like stuck, and they're like stuck upside down usually sometimes, and like the blood just pools into their head, and that sounds horrible. Have you ever like just literally turned your head upside down? Look at her tan body. I have to change this because I grabbed that from Saba, so it's not the same skin color. But yeah, no, that's bad, dude. That's bad. That's bad. What a lovely stream we've had today, guys. We've talked about horrible ways in which we died. We've talked about being eaten alive by like bugs and maggots. We've talked about implosions. We've talked about like this, just like the absolute fragility of life. Are you having a great Sunday? Are you having a great Sunday with yours truly? Oh my gosh. This is like the norm around here, folks. This is kind of the norm. Expect more of this for my future streams. Okay, so now we're kind of just like going around here and fixing this stuff, because like I said, I grabbed these hands and arms from Saba earlier, and Saba was very, very light-skinned compared to whoopsies, Goro here. Gaomi, I think is how you say your name. So we're changing the color here with all of this. And even doing a little bit of that. And actually, we're gonna go do this, so that way that can be like that. And go back to this. Perfecto. The worst way to go, in my opinion, is how Twistex went. That's what made my crush. Oh, Storm Chase. Oh my god, that's another one, dude. That's another one. It's like, yeah, there's a giant like tornado. Maybe we shouldn't like fucking go anywhere near it, and then they do. I do have like some amount of respect for it though, because it is kind of like crazy at the end of the day, but I don't know, it's still like, damn, bro. I'm having a great Sunday after church. Felt a lot better even after my negative dad trying to ruin my day. Aw, well, I hope your Sunday goes better. I hope I'm making it a little bit better too. So this is kind of getting somewhere now. So we're almost done with this. I didn't realize Goro seems to be a little bit of a cat here. So she has a tail as well, so I have to add a tail. I'll add a little bit more detail, of course, to this belt thing here. I also have to add in, I'll go to the back hair, and I'll grab this color that we have for the hair, and add in just like more strands of this sort of brownish color here. Because that seems to be what she has. Is she, I guess, like a specific kind of tiger? I think that's maybe what she's, I'm not sure. I bet if I like search up I think, does she? Yeah, she follows me actually now. Because she followed me for the thing. I got a lot of like really cool VTubers to follow me. Like people that I have been following for a good while from the South Park thing. I was like, what the fuck? It's kind of cool, guys. It's kind of cool. It is nice when you like work on, you know, I spent like so much of the summer working on my own VTuber model and trying to make a bunch of like different things for my Twitch and YouTube, and sometimes after a little while it feels like it's going nowhere, but then every so often something blows up and it does well and you get a little bit of recognition. It does feel good. It does feel good. And that's what I kind of feel like with this a little bit. It's nice. I like it. And then of course I'm gonna do, like I said, this is not gonna be the only one. I'll do like the Family Guy one, Smiling Friends one, just a bunch. But for now, we'll just keep going with this. But we're almost done actually here with Goro. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. We're almost done. I think what I'm gonna add is her tail, and then I'll add some more detail on the belt. Man. Well, El Reno was a breed of his own. Twistex was the safest team on the field. Yeah, well, even the safest is still not safe enough for something as dangerous as doing that. If you die chasing a tornado, you die doing what you... Yeah, a little bit. But to a certain extent, I think they do gather like some amount of like valuable info from doing that stuff. So it's kind of... Yeah, data and extended war times. The adrenaline you must feel in stuff like that is probably on another level. That's kind of a high in of itself. So I'm not going to add like so much detail to this thing because it's going to be a little bit... Oh, I did that on the wrong layer. Because it's not even particularly worth doing that. So I'll just add like a little insignia kind of here. And then maybe like something like this. Just so it feels like it has a little bit of something. Actually, I don't know. It feels a little bit incomplete if I do it like that. Maybe I will add a little bit more. Maybe like just the little skull thing she has. I'm sorry, you guys can't actually see the reference drawing or the ref sheet that I'm using. Maybe I might do something where I can show it off for the next stream or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's kind of basic and it's a little bit scuffed, but then again, this is a South Park thing. Does not need to be anything too crazy. Yeah, you know what? This is fine. That's fine. The guy who filmed El Captain with no safety gear is built different. Don't think adrenaline works on that guy like how we feel it. There are some people that are just straight up built different. It's just a law of this fucking world. There are some people that just are built completely different, and some things just don't scare them at all. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know. It's just it is kind of crazy. Like a lot of that stuff. Like, I don't think you're like a wuss or anything if you don't want to, you know, cave dive or skydive, or if you don't want to, you know, race on like a high-speed racetrack with a car or something. But there are just some people that are just completely built different. Like, actually, I am going to do that. And even if I die, I'll die doing what I love, or something. It is kind of wacky. Did I do that right? Nope, I didn't. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We'll do this. Dang it. Let me copy this and then paste this. There we go. That should be fine. Add just a little bit more detail. It's weird because like with this South Park thing here, for some of them I'm trying to obviously not add too much detail because after a certain point it's just going to get ridiculous and I'm not going to be able to finish this in time. But at the same time you have to just add just that tiny amount of detail extra to really sell it. Otherwise it feels a little bit too basic. I don't think I've heard about that guy. Maybe I've heard, maybe like at some point in my life I've heard a little bit about it, but doesn't ring any bells for me particularly. Let's go back to our front hair here. I'm gonna add in a little bit, just two more strokes of that sort of brownish that we see. Something like this, and then like that. And then we'll get rid of those little line drawings there. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, not the right one. Delete. That's not too bad. I think that's, for the most part, kind of done. I'll add her little tail. She has a tail, so let me go and make a new layer and label that as tail. And then we'll draw her tail down here. Grab the color we used for the outline for this. And then do this so we can see through. And then simply just do something like that. And then quite literally do that. And it's got like, it's not like perfect stripes. It's got something kind of like this a little bit. And then just do this. And we're pretty much done with Goro here for the most part. Let me go add this in, and then let me actually make one more little color layer. Do that. Boom. Boom. There we go. That's Goro. Gaomi, if I am saying that correctly. I could add her hat. She has a hat too. I think I'll refrain for now. We might revisit and add a hat later. But it's she, from her reference sheet that I see, she has one where she has her hat and coat on, and one where she doesn't. So we're kind of going with that one. So now I'm going to take all of those layers that I have here. As you can see at the bottom leftish, we have like front hair, mouth, people's eyes, all these different layers. I literally just go to the bottom one, go all the way to the top, shift, click on them, and then right click, and then you can't see it, but it should say group selection. I just click that, now it's all in one. And I just literally renamed that group to Goro. And bada bing, bada boom! See now, Goro, Elfin, Midas, Kuro, another one done. Hell yeah! I think one guy tried to snowboard down Mount Everest one. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, even climbing, well, there are certain mountains that I am completely completely fine. Goodness fucking gracious, I can't speak. There are some mountains that I'm completely fine with, like, going up or down, because they're, you know, for the most part, pretty damn safe. I'd have to be a very big idiot to accidentally die on them. Mount Everest is not one of them. I can confidently say Mount Everest is not one of them. No. No. I would never go up that. I would go up, like, Mount Fuji. Not maybe all the way, but there are, like, tourist things that you can do with Mount Fuji. I would go up Mount Fuji. Absolutely. That's actually definitely a bucket list item. I'd definitely go up Mount Fuji with, like, friends or something. Mount Everest, though, I'm good. I'm good. Alright, so now that we're done with Goro, the next one I'm going to do is going to be another one that is going to be like this small version. I think will be Shikai is her name? Shikai Goto or something? I'm going to check my little list here. Yes, Shikai Goto. That's her name. So she's also, once again, another pirate VTuber. There's a lot of pirate VTubers. There's a lot of us. She's a shark one, shark pirate VTuber, which is kind of cool. So, we're gonna go and do her next. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to hide that, and we're gonna make a bunch of new layers. Once again, doing the same thing I showed off earlier. Head, eyes, pupils, mouth, hair, and then we'll close that for now, and then open up Saba, and literally just do what we did before, and copy paste these specific little sections and put them in there. And it's as simple as that. You two guys can make your own South Park characters. It's as simple as that. Don't use Sora. It is actually crazy. I was like scrolling through Twitter or X or whatever the other day, and I saw some of like the straight up full-on episodes people were creating with the AI, the new AI, the Sora one that just came out, and making South Park like, and it is. I mean, I knew that it was not going to be too long before we were going to get to that point with animation, but it's still sort of baffling how fast it happened. It's kind of scary. Let's be real, it's a little bit scary. I mean, at the end of the day, I will always say that the actual technology itself does fascinate the fuck out of me. Just like how that stuff even works, it is very fascinating, but it's also very detrimental to not just like job prospects, but also humanity in general. I'm not like necessarily thinking, oh, the robots are gonna, start revolting against stuff, but more so like, well, now video footage is obsolete, or it's going to become obsolete very soon. You're not gonna believe anything anymore, and that's not so great. But then what do I know? I'm just a chud. I'm just a stupid idiot. Online, that's a VTuber model. The sunrise and sunset on one of the volcanoes in Hawaii looks sick to watch. Dude, I want to go to Hawaii at some point. I still, despite living in the US, have not actually visited many states. Most of the states I've visited have all been exactly in the same sort of little like quadrant of like the Northeast. But I've not visited the South, the Midwest, the West. Like, I've just not visited any of those. I should at some point. Has AI learned how to make fingers and hands yet? Dude, I figured that out a while ago. Even like the cartoon stuff, which you would think would be even more difficult, it's kind of figured it out now too. So it's kind of over. It's over. Maybe we should just submit. Remember like that basilic? Roscoe's basilic, I think? Basilic? The thing where it's like, if you know about it, you're fucked because it means you didn't help create it when it was still just a concept or whatever the hell. I don't know. You should search that up. It's a weird thing. Let's see. Let's go here to... So we have right arm upper. So let's go ahead and make left arm lower, left arm upper. Okay, and now let's go and grab those ones again. Yeah, but no, they figured it out. Hands and fingers. I mean, it'll still like fuck them up sometimes, but it's gotten really good at it now. It's gotten really good at it. And I'm not like gonna sit here and act like I don't use AI sometimes. I absolutely do, but I use it like I've been using it a little bit in class. Don't worry, I'm not using it to like write my papers. I'm using it for this game class that I have where I don't know how to code. And they even said in our class, they're like, you're 100% allowed to use AI simply only for the coding part of the stuff. You're not allowed to use it for like actually making the assets or art and anything like that, which is completely reasonable and I think is absolutely fair. But that's like the little bit that I've been using it recently, where it's like, I don't know how to code, and every single YouTube tutorial has been actually worthless to me so far. It's not helped. So, Google AI, can you help me? And then it actually does. It somehow fucking writes the code for me. I just say, do this thing, and it writes the code for me. And I guess I'm perpetuating my own demise by doing that, huh? But I don't know how to write code, dude. AI might be a great filter, like in the Fermi paradox. That sounds familiar. Fermi paradox. The apparent contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial intelligence existing and the lack of evidence for it. Asking, where is everybody? Oh, like the thing where it's like whether we are alone or not in the universe. When AI, dude, it already knows though. It already knows how to do stuff like that. It's crazy. It actually kind of like already has made like funny shit and whatnot. Like, have you seen those ones where it like made like and this was a while ago, like it made green posts like from 4chan. It was like the bottomless hole or something like that. And it's like bottomless hole is not I don't know if I'm like speaking to nobody with that one, but that was funny. So it already somehow like knows comedic timing and shit. So comedians are also fucked. Everyone's just, you know what? Everyone's just screwed. We should all just, you know what? Yeah, man. You know what's, okay, hey, Mr. Elon Musk, can you create a robot that looks very human-like, and it looks like a woman, and then add in your Grok AI to it so it has a large language model, and then make it so that I can make it any character from any TV show or anime I like, so that I can have my real-life waifu? Please? If you do that, I will be forever in your debt. Please? I just want Jinx in real life. AI music based on Instagram comments. Oh yeah, the AI music is also crazy too. It is just all wild. It's wild. I don't know where it's gonna take us. It's probably all gonna be really bad, but I have literally zero hand in controlling any of it, so I guess I'm just along for the ride. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then we have to make another one for torso. Remember that stupid article from like a decade ago that's like by 2025 people will be having more sex with like robots than actual people? What happened to that? That didn't happen at all. Unless they're talking about like just chatbots, then I guess that might actually be true. That might actually be true then. But I was thinking more physically. That hasn't happened. The frick. So for Shikai, I'm gonna do like a lot of these references that I've got from VTubers have like ones where they've got both a coat on version and a hat on version, and then one without. So I'm for the most part gonna opt for the simplest version. So Shikai Goto here has one where she doesn't have her hat and coat on, so I'm just gonna do that version. Actually, that's not too bad. I agree. I think that's kind of not too bad. The AI upscaling sometimes can actually be decent. It can sometimes like create stuff that's out of thin air, that's just not there. And it's like, dude, that's not even correct. But it's gotten a lot better with that. That's actually, yeah, that's not a bad. I mean, there are good applications to AI. You know, I think people think that AI is only the generation AI, the Gen AI, which is where you prompt the stuff and it gives you things. But it's not. It's not just that. I mean, that stuff. Oh.
Akihiro Tokisaki just followed.
Akihiro Tokisaki, thank you. That's a badass name. Akihiro Tokisaki. Talking about fucking AI taking over our lives, and my like want and need for like an AI robot waifu. I want just like giant like robot that is like of Jinx from Arcane. That just is a robot, and then it has a large language model, so it actually acts like her, and then it lives with me. And then if we have that, I don't mind all the AI anymore. If we have that, I will bow down to Mr. Elon Musk. Please make that a reality, please. Why is everyone come in as soon as I'm talking about that though? Actually, Akihiro Tokisaki. Were you one of the people that's also a reply to my OG post for this South Park thing? If so, you are in, because you came into my chat. Like I said, I want to include as many people as possible, but because I received so many replies, I was like, you know what? I will try to guarantee you spots for people that at least show up into the stream. But yeah, Kino, you came into a bad time talking about. Come on, you want that too, right? Guys, I'm not the only one. I'm not the psychopath here. If I want a robot that looks just like Jinx, Arcade Jinx, that has a large language model, so she acts just like Jinx, and then she loves me for real. Actually, let me do the hair first. I literally just got back. Lol. I finished one of them. I finished Goro, as you can see here. Bada bing, bada boom. Goro Gaomi. And now we're working on the next one, which is another pirate VTuber, Shekai Goto, who's one of the people that responded to me. I like your design. Thank you, Akihiro. I made it all myself. Everything. The design, the VTuber model, art, the rigging. It was a pain in the ass, but it was worth it. So her hair, she has like a big bandana, and then her hair's like a lot of these VTubers have bangs, myself included. I can't fault them for that. You know, there's a lot of pirate VTubers too. Oh, Shek is so nice. Kino, you know so many. Yes, I was following some of them, like Goto and Shekai. I was following both of them before they responded to my thing. So I was like, oh, wow, they responded. That's cool. There's so many VTubers. When I received that like 700 plus replies or whatever for the thing, I was like, wow, there's a way more VTubers than I thought there were. That's kind of crazy. Ugh. You know too many people. That's a good problem to have, though. That's not even a problem. I'm like putting my own. That's good. That's good that you know that many people. It's nice. I'm trying to talk to more people as well. I think I'm somewhat succeeding to a certain extent. Oh, you know what? I should make a fucking post on my page on Twitter or X. I always do that. I always say like Twitter and X at the same time. Cause I didn't get to join it because I just didn't have anyone to do it with. But I want to fucking do that Luminara Marvel Rivals tournament. I know the first one had a lot of problems apparently. So I guess maybe it's a good thing I missed the first one, but I think they're gonna fix it for the next one. But I didn't join the first one because I didn't have anyone to do it with. Also, to be fair, I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a good hot minute. But the next time they do one of those, I want to join that because actually that would be fun. And maybe I actually have, like stand a chance because the last time Luminara did a fucking tournament that I joined was the chess tournament, and I don't know if you guys saw those streams of mine. I did some streams of that chess tournament that Luminara did. That's like proof. Like if you watch those streams, that shows that I may just be like, there may be a few screws loose. That was really bad. I was so bad at that game. The VTuber takeover, the social snail arc. Oh, a friend was part of it. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna probably make a post be like, anyone want to make a team with me? Please. Gets on hands and knees, begs, starts like licking the ground for no good reason. Please. God damn it. That's like a. That's a. I have. It's probably because I've been watching Oni plays and like listening to Sleepycast since I was like a fucking kid, but like a little kid. But I sort of got their mannerisms. Like anytime I start talking like that, that's directly because I watch too much Oni plays and shit. When I go like starts kissing, like I start like role playing what I'm saying. So this hair looks a little bit scuffed. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, that's not too bad. Save. That's good. I'm excited for Boney Plays. When Boney Plays starts. Yippee. I haven't talked to him in a good minute, just because life is busy and stuff. But Dave, Phantom Arcade from Oni Plays, that shows up on Oni Plays sometimes. I've talked to him a good amount of times. He's chill. He's cool. I even I threatened him. I threatened him one time because I met Tom Fulp, the creator of Newgrounds, and I sent him a picture that I met him. He's like, "Oh, that's so sweet." And then I was like, "You next," like ominously. And that was the last. I think that was actually one of the last messages. I think I said something else to him afterwards, but that was one of the last messages I said to him. It was kind of ominous. I want Zach to come back. Zach will come back. He's just so busy with smiling friends. I don't know. Okay, this is so niche now, although Kino gets it. But who are you guys' like favorite like people on Oni Plays? Like when you like see a new Oni Plays video and you're like, ooh, I hope it's like this trio or this duo or this like whatever. My favorite easily is Chris, Dave, and Corey. Easily that's my favorite. Chris, Dave, Corey is. Those are like some of the most fun fucking videos ever. I love Chris. Yeah. And I don't get it. Sometimes I'll go into like the comments and be like, they hate Corey. They think Corey's annoying as hell. And I'm like, what? Corey's fucking hilarious. I love listening to him talk about like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog and, you know, the Nostalgia Critic and shit like that. I love it. Or like when he gets irrationally angry at something. I find it hilarious. Yeah, Chris, Dave, Corey. That's such a good one. Ugh. And then after that, I'm not so sure. I always like. Well, Zach is definitely up there. I always liked the ones where they had I haven't seen him on in a good minute, but Adam was pretty funny. He's just always like. He just seems to be always stoned out of his mind whenever they record anything. So he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. The pic of Corey. You saw obviously because you've mentioned it, but the last Smiling Friends fan animation that I created, I had Corey in it, and I literally made it the Armenian Corey that everyone keeps showing or posting everywhere. That picture is the funniest fucking thing ever. Pow. I pissed myself. Man, I was gonna be a little bit of a devious asshole, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, then the very first episode of season 3 of Smiling Friends is tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And I was gonna be a devious little schmuck, and I was going to take all of my past Smiling Friends animations that I've created and literally just simply put them in order and make a montage of them and then re-upload it to my main YouTube channel and do it like next week, because now people are searching up stuff for Smiling Friends for sure. Now that this new season is starting tonight, they're gonna be searching it up a shit ton on YouTube. So if I just upload, and it's like literally no effort on my part, I'm just like rehashing the stuff I already created, and that could probably boost my channel a little bit too. It's kind of devious, but hey man, I'm in it to win it, as they say. I'm in it to win it. Yeah, I know the algorithm. It's kind of funny because those Smiling Friends animations, I don't like do much in terms of like I uploaded it and I gave it like the first one I uploaded, I gave it a title something like you need to be nice to me now, with a period, and I didn't like label it as Smiling Friends or anything like that, and the thumbnail I guess was okay, but I don't know. and it just blew the hell up. And I did that for all of them. I just gave it like the worst title ever. It's just like a sentence of like, I don't know, like, yeah, like, you need to be nice to me, or like, say something slightly offensive, and then they just blow the fuck up. Same goes for like Twitter or whatever. I do it on there and it's like, it just blows the fuck up, and I'm like, all right. I wish my other videos did that though. Sometimes the stupid little like game videos, I'm like, oh, I want that to happen there too. But then again, I understand that there's not going to be as much of an audience for that stuff. Alright, so now we're going to add her, Shakai's little like scar. Or are those more like gills almost? Because she's like a shark to her face here. So we can clearly see that this is her. But she actually has a little bit of a scar here. So do that. This. This. And that. And then we just go here. And then, oh, not do that. Do this. And then simply just delete these after. Boom. Easy. So simple. Oh. Bada bing, bada boom. There she is. Oh! The head pats. God damn it, I keep looking away. I need like a fucking thing that like alerts me. It's actually, you know what's crazy is I want to have like a computer where I have like 5 monitors at some point. I have 2 monitors at this moment. And right now it's a little bit tough because I'm using one of the monitors to work obviously on this project, and then the other monitor is being used to look at the reference for the character. And then I have my phone that I'm looking at for like chat sometimes. But it's so much easier when I usually stream. I usually have it so that the second monitor is used for chat. And it's so much easier to look to my left than it is to look down at my tiny ass phone screen. So I miss more things when I do these types of art streams, because I have to look down at my phone as opposed to usually looking at my second monitor to my left hand side. I used to not have, I'm assuming this is probably true for many people, but I used to not have, oops, ooh, why is that not working? Okay. I used to not have 2 monitors. I used to just have 1 monitor for my old computer. But damn, it is like a game changer having 2 monitors. It really is. I never realized. Now I can never go back. Not only that, but now like I said, I kind of want 3 monitors, but I dead ass don't have I barely have space for these 2 monitors. But yeah, true. See, Kino gets it. Actually, how long have I been streaming for? Hour and a half. We're gonna go for like another hour and a half, because I actually have so much other work I have to do for like school-related projects and what have you. So I can only stream for a specific amount of time today, but trust me, this project will still be it will still get worked on, even while I have to focus on some other schoolwork and what have you. I'm making sure to balance things as much as I possibly can. It's tough, but I'm trying. So this outline is like very black here. I think it needs to be more grayish. I'm back from grocery shopping. Funky Rock, did you get anything from me? Did you get anything from me? What did you get? What did you get? What did you get? Did you get anything from me? What did you get? Did you get the cigarettes that I asked for? Let me do this. Grab the red here. Boom. Ow. I got you some barbecue mac and cheese. Oh, dude, that actually sounds tasty. What the fuck? I'm gonna have barbecue mac and cheese, I think. I always have a Kraft mac and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese is pretty good, though. You know what? Man, Oh, you know what I noticed too? That Shikai has like sort of like eye bags as well, so I have to add some slight eye bags to her eyes in a moment. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that recently I've been really craving Japanese, like the Japanese food that I had when I was in Japan, when I was visiting Japan. Like I just kind of miss going to like the convenience store and just grabbing something, or I even miss like late night I would go to like the Sukiya or the Matsuya that was like nearby and just getting like a gyudon bowl or something for like so cheap, and just coming back to like my Airbnb and then just watching like stupid YouTube videos and eating like $4 gyudon. Onigiri was so good too. I had what's it called, like the tuna mayo onigiri. That was really good. Onigiri was good. Literally, I liked every single piece of food I had there. Everything was great except like the one thing I remember I didn't like was mochi. Mochi was like the only thing that I ate, and I was like, this doesn't taste. I didn't like that taste. That was the only one. Oh, actually, I take that back. There was two. Mochi and matcha, which is kind of funny. It's very similar sounding names for both of those things. But mochi and matcha were the only two things that I had in Japan that I didn't like at all. But everything else I tried, the sushi, the gyudon, the udon, the ramen, the onigiri, the fucking just literally everything else. The okonomiyaki, everything tasted so divine. But those were the only two things where I was like, meh. Those are my favorite. The onigiri, yeah, they're pretty good. I made a mistake, a little bit of a mistake. I spent like the first like 3-ish weeks of my 7-week trip to Japan eating like a lot of convenience store food, which was not bad by any means, but I shouldn't have spent as much time eating that. I should have gone and ate more just actual food from restaurants. Because when I learned, it's like, oh, it's basically actually like the same price. You don't have to worry so much. It's like the same price getting like something from a restaurant as it is to get just this little meal that I got from the kombini. It's like, oh, okay, well then what the fuck am I doing? You've never been to Japan? Oh, you gotta go. So good. I was really lucky. I had money saved up from a previous job, but what really made it possible for me to go was that it was during my gap year. So I finished college with my bachelor's, and then I took a gap. I had already gotten into this graduate program, but I took a gap year. So I had 1 full year where I guess I was just not doing a whole lot, besides trying to make some things work out. But I was like, you know what? Now is literally the perfect time. If I don't go now, when the hell will I go? So I went with a fellow Newgrounds friend, and we just spent like nearly 2 months. It was like very beginning of February. Like we landed there on February 1st of 2024, and then we stayed until like March 21st or something. So it was nearly 2 whole months. And yeah, I'll say that if you go, to make sure that you go for like, wait, this is weird here. So like that, okay. To make sure you go for more than just like a week, if possible. I know it's kind of tough with like, the pay time off and stuff like that. It can be a pain in the ass. But if at all possible, try to go for at least like a month, if possible. Because if you're gonna go all the way and pay that much money to go to Japan, it kind of suck if you're only there for like, a week or something, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's a trip everyone needs to do at some point. Of course, it helps that I'm such a big weeb, so going there is just like the weeb dream come true. Kino, you might know this. Have you ever heard of like the Paris syndrome or something like that, where it's like people like idolize visiting Paris, right? Their entire lives, they really idolize it. They think, oh, they basically just paint a fancy picture of it in their head, and then they finally get enough money and they go to Paris, and then Paris syndrome is that they go there and then they're like, oh, this is a dump. Oh, this is actually sucky. Actually, this doesn't live up to my expectations at all. And then they just feel really depressed on their trip because they just feel like almost like they've just been lied to, or like they created this false image in their heads. People have said that that's a thing that happens when they visit Japan too. I can just assure you right now that I got probably the complete actual opposite of that. Every single waking moment that I was there, I was just like, this is amazing. I love it. Like, I did not experience that in the slightest. Like, I get it too. I'm there as a tourist, so it's very different as opposed to if I was like living there. But even as a tourist, dude, I was every single day, I was like, I love this. And I can't even explain the amount of times, because it was very close to where our Airbnb was, Akihabara. The amount of times I went to Akihabara was at least like a dozen. Like every time I went there, I was just like, dude, this is it. This is the dream. I love it. I love just seeing all the anime stuff, the figures, the games, the arcades, even like the freaking 20-something-year-old women in maid costumes like heckling me to come to their stupid maid cafe. I'm like, gosh, this is great. So I feel like you'd have the same reaction if you were to go. But I really hope that you'll be able to go at some point, because definitely a worthy trip. I wish I could have spent more time in other parts of the country, because most of my trip was in Tokyo. Wait, where's... Oh, this is Torso. Most of my trip was in Tokyo. But we did take a 1 week pilgrimage to Kyoto and Osaka, but it wasn't, 1 week is not very long. And it was like 5 days in Kyoto and like 1.5-ish days in Osaka. So it really wasn't all that much. If I were to go back, I'd really want to explore those cities a little bit more. But what I am glad is when I went to Osaka, I was able to go to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure ramen shop. I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's this one guy. I still have no idea how copyright law works in Japan. I don't know how you can get away with this, but there's this guy that has a ramen shop in Osaka, and it's just JoJo themed, and the entire thing is just filled. His entire shop is filled to there's like not even like a single spot that isn't filled with JoJo merch, and he has like JoJo playing on a TV, and he's singing all the lines and everything. And I actually made you can see my face, I guess, but I literally made a vlog on this damned thing. Here, let me see if I can find it. Snail pirate. Yeah, here it is. I still have so much footage from Japan that I still have yet to actually edit together. Also, I didn't go to any maid cafes. You said I want to go to maid cafe. I never went to a single maid cafe when I was there, and I slightly regret that. I think next time I go, whenever I do want to at least try to go to a maid cafe once. It felt awkward, especially considering my Japanese even now is not very good. I can get away with like very basic combos, but nothing more than that necessarily. So I felt like I would be so awkward if I went into a place like that. I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. But when I go back, because I will go back, I might be like, you know what? Fuck it. And just do it. I also wanted to go to this, there were a few cafes and like, even, I don't drink at all, but there were some bars I wanted to like check out. I probably would have just ordered like a fucking like Red Bull or something, because I don't drink, but just for the experience, because there was like one that was like a Muscle Girl cafe or bar or something. I was like, that could be a fun vlog to make. Or there was actually a JoJo bar too that I didn't get to visit. There's another place that was just like obsessed with JoJo and had a bar for it. This is like that. Yeah. But yeah, so much cool shit in Japan. So much cool shit. It's fairly cheap too. I got away with only spending $4,000, and that sounds like a lot, but that was for literally everything for 2 months basically in Japan. So that $4,000 was for the airplane tickets, for Airbnb, for the travel, for everything, including all of the food and the merchandise and stuff that I got. So $4,000 seems like a lot, but when you consider all of those, that includes the airline tickets and Airbnb, and that was for two whole months. That's not bad at all. It's not really bad at all. So you can definitely, I don't think the yen is really recovered a shit ton yet, so you can still get away with going there for fairly cheap while the yen is still kind of low. Bappy Shammy, how you doing, pirate? I'm doing okay. I'm doing a bunch of pirates actually. This next VTuber that I'm doing for South Park is a pirate. What a cool restaurant. I know. I wanted to go twice when I was there, but the second day, me and my friend, we were thinking about going back to that Jojo ramen place, but it was like pouring rain, and it was during winter, so it was cold as hell, and we're like, we're not gonna bother. We went there yesterday, so it's fine, but I definitely want to revisit it. Definitely. And also, oh man, if you ever do go to Japan, and like I said, I hope you do, for sure you should go to the Pokemon Cafe. I didn't make that vlog yet. I really got to get around to finishing all of those because it's been like a year and a half now, or almost 2. But the Pokemon Cafe is really swell. Like it's been a good minute since like I've cared a lot about Pokemon as like I used to once I was a kid, but it's it's actually so cute. They have like a big ass Gengar when we were there in a costume. It was epic. I have a special badge by my name, so cool. Oh yeah, the first thing, yeah, you guys all have the first because you're the first subscribers. Now you can always like, it can be like, I can be like the Mr. Beast of VTubers, right? And like in 20 years from now, you can be like, ha, I knew Snail Pirate when he was just a wee little streamer. And then that'll be the one like reality, and then the other reality, the one that we're currently in, is in like 20 years, be like, yeah, no, I never knew that guy. I know that he like firebombed and like he kind of genocided 80% of. I never knew. I never knew him. I never gave him money ever. That's the one that we're currently in. That's the timeline that we're in. So make do with that what you will. I'll become the Eren Yeager of this world. Teehee. I'm just joking. Haha. I think. Snow Pirate my Oshi. Oh. Dude, dude, I need people's Oshi me. I need people Oshi me. I need more fan art. I need more. It's actually it's super sweet. Having more activity in the streams, you know, because for the most part, especially over the summer, when I was streaming, it can be very quiet. Not many people coming in and watching, which is fair, because I was still very small. But now that I have established myself just a little bit more, it's kind of neat seeing all the people sort of shuffle in. I appreciate it. Genuinely. Let's make one color here that's like darker. Just grab it from here. Fuck it. If you want to do that, Kino, yeah. Be right back, any fat or me kicking you in the balls. There are people that are into that. I don't know if I am. I don't think that particular thing I'm into, but there are definitely people that are into that. No, it's not me. I've seen those videos. I saw like one where it's like this guy, he's at some convention, some anime convention, and I don't remember what the cosplay of, but okay, you know, can we be real a little bit? Can we just be real a little bit? I'm not trying to be mean, but there are definitely some people, when you look at them for the first time, you can kind of judge a book by its cover, and you're like, I have a good feeling I know what this guy is all about, and then you see him like 20 minutes later after you've walked around the con, and you see him getting kicked in the balls by some like female dominatrix like person in the cosplay, like, yeah, I sort of pegged him for being that kind of guy. But I saw this video where it was like some guy doing that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What is this shit? I don't quite get doing that. I don't even know the last time I got hit in the balls accidentally. It's been a very long time, and I kind of don't like actually want to pay someone to do that deliberately to me. I think Makima fans is dude. I've always liked from Chainsaw Man. My favorite for the longest time was Kobeni because I thought she was cute. It's kind of changed a little bit. I like Power a lot too, but Makima. The thing with Makima is she actually is like a really cool, interesting character, but she has been like a little bit. And I'm not trying to be like a person that's like you don't have media literacy. But she has been kind of almost like made into how would I say? I don't want to say gooner bait. That's that makes me sound like an idiot. But you know what I mean? a little bit. And I'm not saying you can't be horny for her. I understand it 100%. Dude, I talk about probably every stream how much I want a real life Jinx or what have you, or even other characters. But the type of people that are like super into Makima, and the ones that like go around in cons where they're wearing like a dog leash or something next to a Makima, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I just came because I like fucking Pokemon or so, I don't know. It's probably like some person that like goes to the convention and is like, wow, this is my first anime convention ever. I've only just gotten into the hobby and I'm really into Pokemon as a kid, and my friend said that, you know, anime has gotten really popular as of recent, and I think I really want to get into this community and hobby. And then they walk around and there's just like 20,000 like Makimas with like Denjis on leashes and like others getting kicked in the balls, and then they're like, all right, you know what, dude, I think I'm good. I think you've completely, and then they just go back to the friend. It's like, I hate you now forever. Ugh. What did you passion to the Christ of Makima fans? They are crazy, dude. They are crazy. Also, what am I doing with this Shekai Goto right now? I kind of did that, but that doesn't look quite right. I think maybe it should be way less. It should be something like this. The last anime convention I went to, and I'm slightly doxing myself, but I've said it so many times, so it doesn't really fucking matter, was Anime Boston. And that was pretty neat. I actually quite enjoyed myself there. I got to go to the, what's it called? Hololive karaoke thing they were doing. That was pretty fun. What else? Actually, I went to a decent amount of, like, there was actually a maid cafe thing that they were doing there. I didn't go to it, but they had this other idol thing that they were doing, and that was kind of fun to go to. They had, like, a stage where you could, like, play arcade games from Japan, like, legit, like, those rhythm games, and that was really cool. I like anime conventions. Something about this just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. I feel like should not look like that. We'll get rid of that. Should probably just add in her belt, her huge ass belt. I think that's what I'll go with. Sorry, I work way slower on these South Park like, I would have been done with like 3 of these easily by now if I was not doing it on stream. But I need to do some of these on stream because it's actually kind of fun. But I definitely do work a lot slower when I stream these. But you know, it's all part of the game. It's okay. Oh god, now this is all a mess. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Actually, what time is it? I'll probably stream for like another hour-ish. And then I'll probably end stream after like the 3-hour mark. Just because I got so much other homework I gotta do. I can't just only do this one project that I'm doing. But, man, you know, I actually really wanted to for the last few years, and I just haven't been able to, but I wanted to go to Anime Expo, the one in LA. I don't have a lot of nice things to say about the city of LA, but regardless, I do actually want to go to the Anime Expo there, because that's like probably the biggest one in the country, right? I would say pretty easily that's the biggest one in the country. But I never got the chance. I was almost gonna go with some friends last year, 2024's Anime Expo, but because it was just after my Japan trip, I had like no money, and I just couldn't like justify it. I was like, if I come back from this trip, I will have literally nothing, and I have to like make payments for like school stuff and others. I would be fucked, so I couldn't go, which is unfortunate. And then this year it was kind of the same-ish deal, but the money was not as tight this year. It was more so just, well, now my friends that were going last year aren't going this year, so I don't know, I guess I won't go. You went 23, 24, Bimus 25. How was it then? You said it's pretty cool? That's good. I really do want to go. It's on the literal other side of the country for me. So I have to pay for like the airplane, then I have to pay for Airbnb or a hotel. And then, of course, because it's LA, it's really, like where I live, you know, we actually have a subway system and stuff, but LA doesn't have one, or if it does, it's really bad. So you have to have a car, meaning you have to pay for Uber. So it's way more expensive. And then, of course, food, and I don't know. I do want to go, though. I do really want to go at some point. For sure. A lot of boobies, that's all I can say. Boobies and smog. I gotta take a shit, bro. I'll be right back. Dude, Papi Shami? Same, actually, real. Same and real. Whenever I drink coffee, that's what happens to me. But I love anime conventions, honestly. It's something, you know, I know that like, after the whole COVID thing, a lot of undesirables have made their way into the anime fandom, if you will, if you want to say that. But it doesn't matter. I still love anime. Still love weeb shit. I'm still an otaku through and through. You can never take that from me. Man. I don't know. Oh, there was also scared the fuck out of me.
Rocky Steen just raided with 10 viewers.
Oh shit, Rocky Steen! Hey, you're in here too, I think, in my little South Park thing. Thank you for the raid, my guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, you got even a Rocky Steen dance? Wow. Ah! Thank you. I appreciate that. I've never even heard that. The boulder here's here to be a bother. There's no bother. Rocky Steen is part of this little... Actually, here, I should scroll out. Look at this. Look at this. South Park characters, but in Vtubers as South Park characters. So actually, I'll show off a little bit here of what I've been doing to all the new viewers here that may not know. Rocky Steen is going to be a part of this as well, because Rocky Steen was one of the people that replied to my post asking for VTubers to be part of this. So we got I should do this. We got Saba, Samiko Saba. We have Dr. Smarty Pants, Jolly Joby, Raiko Star, Grimmy, Riki Popet, Poco Raccoon, Kuro, K9 Kuro, Midas, Elfin, and then Goro. And right now I'm working on Shakai Goto. But yes, thank you for joining the boulders here. Saw the list the other day and did see myself in the list. Yes, of course. You were like one of the first people, I think, to reply to my post So I was like, oh, well, I gotta add you in. But I did not anticipate then getting 700 replies after that. So, whoopsies. We bothered the boulder enough. He has to direct it elsewhere. I appreciate it. Do recognize a few of those, actually. Good work. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and if anyone even is in your chat that's a VTuber at all, go to my X, my Twitter, and leave a reply there and say that you want to be in. And then even chat in here that you want to be in, and I'll try to fit you in. I know there's... I think if I were to count how many people actually replied to the OG post, it was around 600... Let me see. 656. 656 people replied to my OG post about whether or not they wanted to be in this South Park VTuber thing. 656. I anticipated getting 10 at most. So I cannot realistically do 656, but I'm trying to still put like a good amount of people in. So I'm going for about 100. It's still going to be a lot. 100 is still a lot, but it's way more manageable than 656. It does kind of suck. I know I'm going to have to like cut out like about 500 people from the thing, but there's always going to be more opportunities. Like I said, I'm going to do a bunch of these things. A Family Guy one, a Smiling Friends one, some other Adult Swim type shows where I make you into a character from it. So there'll be other opportunities, and I'll try not to too often like put the exact same people in each one. But regardless, this is how the next one is going right now. She's like a shark pirate VTuber, Shikai Goto. Ugh. But before you came in, Rocky Steen and all the others, I was talking to the chat about anime conventions. I was talking to them about stuff like Anime Boston, Anime Expo, and stuff like that. Because honestly, I quite like anime cons. They don't happen too often, but I guess that's the beauty in them, because they're so rare. It's only like once or twice a year. It makes it all that more special. But I was about to mention that there was another convention that I actually wanted to go to that I still have never actually gone to, which is what's it called? Wait, what the fuck is it called? Offkai. That was it. Gosh, my brain is actually melting. I might actually be getting more stupid. Offkai. Oh, that's not a good color. That's a little bit better. I've wanted to go to Offkai for a good while, but that's another one that I've never been able to go to. That's the if you don't know, the convention that's really specifically about VTubers itself. So the other ones are anime cons, and you'll have VTubers there. But Offkai is like really specifically like about VTubers. Bye bye, sweet snail. I'm gonna go eat foob. Go eat your foob. Go eat your foob. Thank you very much, Kino, for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate your support. But yeah, Offkai. There's just a bunch of cons I've been wanting to go to, but I haven't been able to go to them because I don't have money. Guys, I'm a chud. I'm a riskless, lonely, broke chud. But we're gonna make that change. We're gonna make that change. I think this year, I think if things go well, I actually will be able to go to things like Offkai and stuff like that, and Anime Expo in LA. I think actually I will be able to do that this year. I hope. Let's hope. But I think I'm setting things up in a decent way that I'll be able to go, because it's really fun, dude. I don't know. Have any of you gone to, like, I don't know where anyone's from, and you don't have to dox yourself or anything, but anyone in chat, what like anime cons or even other cons, like maybe PAX or stuff like that, have you gone to? Because actually that's another one too I've gone to, is like the PAX East. I've gone to that a few times. But I am curious if others in here have gone to specific cons that they're actually pretty big fans of. Because it's mostly just been Anime Boston and PAX East, and really just those two. I guess I kind of like details where the hell I live. So now you can find my address and come kill me at my place of stay. But that's okay. Yeah, it's mostly local ones. For me, it's mostly local ones. It's really hard to go all the way across the country for an anime convention. But that's why, actually, I was going to mention this too, is that, thankfully, let me go and do this. Yeah, that's okay. Thankfully, there's actually going to be, to my knowledge, I joined the Discord for it, but there's going to be a local VTuber convention around the, like, Massachusetts, Boston area. And, that sounds pretty dope to me, because, really the only one that I can think of, right, is Offkai, and that's all the way in like LA, I think, or is it in LA or San Diego? It's in the West Coast. I know that, but it seems like finally we're getting. And usually, what sucks is like usually I'll see something about like, oh, should we bring something to the East Coast? I'm like, yes, and then they're like, okay. It's in the East Coast now. It's in New York, and I'm like, I don't want to go to New York. That's still like a 4-hour drive. Still have to get a hotel and everything. But this one was actually really neat. This one said, I think that they're gonna do potentially a VTuber convention in like the Massachusetts area. I was like, oh, that's close to where I live. So, I'm excited for that. I hope that all goes well. What am I doing here? That's not the correct one. Jeez. This. Bada bing, bada boom. But I don't know, Funky Rot. If you want to, you don't have to. But what are some of the local ones that you do go to? You don't have to dox yourself if you don't want to. But I am curious. Anish, thanks. I need to wake myself up. Thank you. I'm gonna just take another swig of this coffee. Every time I do that, I almost choke on it. Every time I like do that stupid thing where I try to make an audible slurp sound of me drinking my coffee, I almost fucking choke on it on stream. Like a dumbass. Oh. Wait, this is not right. If I do this, is it... this is gonna do that. Okay, whoops. Okay, now it's fine. I think I should be able to get Shekai Goto here done. And then afterwards, I'll try to do one more VTuber, South Park Arised, and then that'll probably be the end of stream there. I back from watching One Piece. Are you like completely caught up, Anish, on One Piece? Are you like actually completely caught up on it? It's like over 1,000. Like I feel like if you didn't, you have to like be. You'd have to have like started watching when you were actually like a little kid, and then just be so invested. You're like, it's a sunk cost fallacy. Not to say that, you know, One Piece is bad. It's great, but it's a lot easier if you like started it from when you were like little, because now it's like, oh yeah, all I have to do for One Piece is just watch the newest episode each week. Whereas me, I'm like, oh, I just have to watch over 1,000 fucking episodes. That's cool. Oh my gosh, on episode 1002 right now. That is crazy. Well, it's not anymore. It's gonna mail upon me, so I guess Baka Anime. I don't live in the city. It takes place in, by the way. I haven't heard of that one. A lot easier if you, oh well, yeah, if you read the manga, you can just like speed through it. Baka Anime. Oh, I don't know this one. There's some others like around the country that I've sort of heard about, but this one I haven't heard about. Wow. Oh, I thought for a second they had Mick Lauer at the latest one. I saw JoJo's thing. I was like, what, Mick? The guy that said that was a power... That's gonna haunt him forever. I feel bad. That was a power move, by the way. That was a power move. By the way, there was a guy who watched all of One Piece in one sitting technically. That's impossible. How that's fuck, what are you talking about? What do you mean technically? Because that's not possible. You cannot watch all of One Piece in one sitting. Explain yourself, Anish. Explain. That's not possible at all. Unless like they can like never sleep. He only paused it when he slept. That's just watching it normally then. What do you mean? That doesn't count. That's like saying, yeah, I watched all of One Piece in one sitting, and I watched it over the course of like multiple months, and I just pause it, and then I go to work at school, and then I come back and rewatch it, and then go to sleep and work out. That doesn't count. But every waking hour is One Piece? Well, did he have a fucking job? Or school? What was he doing? He couldn't have just been only watching One Piece. How is he making a living? Or was this like a kid? If it was a kid, well then, in that case, it also wouldn't be every waking hour because you'd have school. Oh, it was Christmas. Oh, I see. Even still, though, I feel like that's a little bit... I'm not sure how long was that? How long did he have to do that for? Like how over the course of how much time was that? I'm curious. I'm just so curious. I'm a curious little guy. Like 450 hours long? Okay then. Wow. That's certainly something. That's jeez, holy shit. That's insane, dude. I mean, I really... Even, like, I was watching, like I said, Dragon Ball semi-recently. And trying to get through a lot of Dragon Ball. But even Dragon Ball, dude, it's like... It's still so much time. How the hell are you supposed to watch all of that? And that's just almost 24 days, dude. That's a little bit cookie. I'll just say that's a little bit cookie. But I guess props to him. I mean, he did it. He said he'd do it and he did it. So props, I guess. To be fair. I certainly couldn't do that. But what I can do is, I think I already mentioned this before, but just in case I haven't, Anish and anyone else, on that second channel, Anish, I don't know if you know about that second channel I have, the reaction channel I have. It's like literally just called Snail Pie Reacts, but I did last night like go and record myself reacting to the first episode of One Piece, so that should be on the second channel semi soon. I don't realistically think I can do the entire series because that's way too much, but at the very least I did react to the first episode on camera, so you at least have that. Oh yeah, to be fair, if you skip the openings and endings, then it... Dude, the fact that skipping the openings and endings shaves off literal days, you have to admit that's insane. That's insane. Like, what the hell? Oh my gosh. That's why it's always been so daunting, bro. It's like, I don't have much of one, but I do technically have a life. So I can't do it. I can't watch that much. If I do watch One Piece, most of it will probably be off camera. Mostly. And it's gonna take me like several months at least, I imagine. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I bet if I finally get around to watching all of One Piece, I'm gonna probably be like, this is one of the best anime ever! But it just takes so long. It just takes so freaking long. I have so much other anime I want to watch. Also, the episode started the 5-minute mark for me. What, the latest one you just watched? Why? Actually, I wonder if anyone in here is still in chat. What anime have you been watching recently? Because I know like the newest season of anime kind of just came out. So I know like My Hero Academia's final season just started 2 days ago. And then like there's a new Spy Family. Kaiba and Sanda. Wait, do I know that one? Ow, fuck. Kaiba. I searched that up on my anime list, but then I found something else called Akiba's Trip, the animation. I don't know what this is, but it kind of looks cool. I like this. I want to put this in my plate to watch. 3 episodes of One Piece a day, I could get it done in 1.1 years. Wow, that's great. I don't think that's enough time to catch it. Well, it's not going to end in a year. I'm fairly certain. Pretty sure One Piece will still be going by the time I eventually catch up to it. I really hope Oda does not keel over and die anytime soon. I'm always very worried when I see these mangaka, especially with like, you know, recently with like Toriyama, Kentaro Miura and stuff like that. It's like, dude, please, for the love of everything good and holy, take care of your health, man. Like, I don't mind, especially because, you know, to be fair, like I said, I only just barely started One Piece, but even like the ones that I've been watching and reading for the last like however many years, it's like, bro, even they have to be like, guy, please just take a break. Just please take a break. We can't lose you. I can't lose you. Because how old is Oda, realistically? I don't know how old he is. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say like he's in his 50s, right? Is that fair? Oda's in his 50s, maybe? So he's still like, he's not old, you know? He's not old at all. Like if someone were to die and they like, even if you died at like 70 years old, I would still be like, you still should have had like another decade and a half at least. If someone dies when they're like 96, then it's like, okay, fair enough, you had a good run. But when I saw like Kentaro Miura and like Toriyama die, and they were still like fairly young, it's like, oh man, it sucks. He's okay, so I got kind of spot on. I said 50. So imagine, because I've seen so much stuff about his health recently. As someone that hasn't even been watching or reading One Piece, it just finds its way on my timeline. I'll see stuff about how Oda has to take another break because his health is like failing him and stuff like that. It's like, bro, please, like, you've been doing this for the past 30 years. Please, just like take a break. Take like, it's fine, you know. I don't know. Maybe that's more so to do with like how some Japanese people are, because they're so like work heavy. Their work ethic is kind of like on a different level than us in the West sometimes. But even still, it's like, I'd rather you just not like die before you're even like 60 years old, please. You know, you're like beloved by so many people, and not even just that, but your friends and family too. It would be pretty horrible if you died at such a relatively early age. Also, funny thing, it was originally supposed to go on for 5 years. Really? Elias and Marvt. Good morning, Snail. Good morning, back at ya. How you doing? I'm making these little things. You probably already know, because you probably clicked on my link from X or something. Let's come here. This is Shikai Goto. Manga took a break. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did say he's really close to the end of the story, and then also that he's taking a break from the manga sometimes. But even still, he needs to take some more breaks, I think. But anyways, yeah, Elias, how you doing? First time chat. Did you reply to the OG post? I almost choked on my coffee again. I can't drink. I don't know how to drink. I don't know how to gulp down liquids. Yeah, but did you reply to that? If you did, then you're guaranteed a spot in the South Park thing. Yippee! Out of like 50 other people I have on my list so far. I have so many people, man. I really did not anticipate getting as many responses as I did. But yes, Elias, if you have responded to me on the OG post with like a reference sheet or anything that I can work off of, and now you're here and you responded to me in chat, then you are Gucci. You are definitely in. It's a good way, you know, because when I've gotten like nearly 700 replies, it's a good way to just like weed out some people, since I can't do everyone now, realistically. And it's also a good idea to just get some more eyes on my Twitch channel. I did, but take your time, man. No, you don't understand. I need to finish this before. Yeah, I am kind of being a little bit, but to be fair, it's part of it is just that I want to get it done as soon as possible, because I want to work on the next project, which is another thing like this, but with other Adult Swim shows like Family Guy or Smiling Friends and stuff like that. And you know, I don't want to take too long on the project, because after like a certain amount of time, people are just gonna straight up forget that this even was a thing that was happening. You know what I mean? But I'll try not to overwork myself too much. I try not to accidentally kill. I like how I was just talking about like Oda needing to take breaks so that his health doesn't fail him, and then I'm talking about how I need to go harder and not take breaks. I don't practice what I preach, I suppose. By the way, Oda a while ago had a super bad health because of stress, so because of that, every third chapter he doesn't need... Oh. Yeah. Stress will do you in faster than like anything else. It's actually crazy. Also, sorry, I keep going back to it, but I was gonna say, Elias, if you have any sort of a I've asked this for a few people, and I should have asked it in the original post, but if you actually have a specific like voice line from any of your streams or anything that you've got that you want your little South Park character say when your South Park character shows up, then just DM me or something on Twitter or something like that. If there's like any, because every single person in here is gonna have like one single voice line of theirs from, you know, their streams or whatever that they'll say when you click on them in the, like, the little interactable game. And I've asked a few people if they have anything that they particularly want to be said. So if you've got a specific clip of yours, a specific voice line of yours that you have, just send it my way through DMs and I'll try my best to include it in. But oh man, I've got my work cut out for me. Yeah, I gave myself almost like a deadline of like finishing this by the end of October. I don't think that's really feasible anymore, but I can still try to get a good amount done by the end of October. Oops. Oh, why is this not? Oh, because I'm a dumbass. I did this on the wrong thing. Left hand, cut. Right hand, paste. And then do this, and then boom. Pow. Bang. I need to go back to left hand, grab that and this. That's okay, I think. Gotta love info dumpy about One Piece. Hey, it's your special interest. I appreciate it. I like it. I must take my leave for now, but I messaged you on Twitter. Respond when you can. Just wanted to let you know. Thank you, Papi Shami. I appreciate it. I'll make sure I check all my DMs later. Don't you just love that little emote? Yes, I love that little. That's my favorite emote I created. I still have a way more emotes that I gotta make though. Way more. Alright, so now the next part of her that I should add is she's got like these little tassels almost on her arms. So let me see if I can try to find how I should do this. Should I put it on this? Yeah, I'd say I'd do that's a good idea. I'll put it on there. And then after that she's got like a big shark tail, and then after that I'm done with this South Park character. And then I can move on to the next one. So let me go and do this. This is my favorite. That is, listen, Anish, that is kind of like the best emote I've ever seen on Twitch. So, fair, real, and true. Can you guys fact check this? Is that the best emote on Twitch? Fact checking right now. Ask Grok. Grok, is this the best emote on Twitch? Grok says yes. Actually, don't ask Grok for anything anymore, guys. Ask me. Snail Pirate. what is the purpose to life? I don't know. Ask Rock. And he asked Rock. He's like, to give me money, to give me Elon money, and more money, and more things and money. Dude, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker. I think that's fine. And then go to her left arm lower and do the exact same thing on this side. And then we can do the tail. And then we're done with this one. Bop, bop, bop. That's the oh yeah, that's the second version of the emote. You guys having custom emotes and all of mine are just random images I have. Well, I was like, I definitely want custom emotes, but I don't feel like, I don't have a lot of money, so I was like, I'm not paying people for this. I'm an artist, I can just make them myself. So that's what I did with those ones. But the problem with being your own artist to make all those things is that it takes time. Like, sure, I don't have to pay people now, but it also eats up a lot of time to make those things, which is why I literally only have 3 emotes instead of having a shit ton of emotes that I realistically should have, especially for the subscribers. But that's okay, I suppose. I did, what was funny is when I made a tweet a few months back when I hit affiliate, and I was like, guys, I hit affiliate, so I'm gonna go ahead and live stream myself working on emotes. And then I got the most amount of spam ever on that post from just bots being like, you want emotes? Want emotes? I can provide you emotes. Commission for me for emotes. Emotes, emotes, emotes. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, dude. What the hell? It's horrible. I had to take all of them, take them out back and kill them. They're all dead now. But yeah, I tried to just make my own stuff. Not like mine took hours to make. Are you sure? It kind of is really good, so I would have expected it to take like at least like 15 hours, bare minimum, for that one specific emote, dude. Tail. Shark tail. Shark tails. Dragon tails. Dragon tails. Dragon tails. Do you remember that? That's the way I make combo on streams. I just start saying shit and then stuff pops into my head. Do you actually remember that show? Did any of you grow up with that? Dragon tails. Dragon tails. Dragon tails. Let's go down the dragon tails. Dragon tails. I used to grow up with that shit. I loved that shit. That was great. I'm glad it didn't ruin my mind as an adult. What? What do you mean by that? How did it have ruined your mind as an adult? Okay, well, and she don't have to yeah, okay, damn it, fuck you, right. I knew what you meant, but part of me wanted you to say it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh man, I knew, I know. Yeah, thankfully you didn't do the same to me either. I'm Gucci. I'm all good. I'm Gucci. Actually, I should make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, thankfully it didn't ruin my brain like as an adult, but as a kid it was a fun little TV show. I have fond memories of that one. But yeah, and rubbing it in, you had the better one. You had the better Dragon show. Dragon Ball growing up, dude. What the fuck? If I do this, and then circle it around town like this, that should be fine, I think. And then we're almost done with this one, guys. Almost done. Grab the red. Actually, can I just do this almost? It is kind of interesting some kids grew up with certain shows, and because they watched that show, it kind of messed with their mind a little bit, and then they grew up to be like we discussed earlier, people at anime conventions getting their balls kicked in by Makima cosplayers. There's a direct correlation there between people that watched Dragon Tales and then got like very attracted to the certain characters, and then people that became 30-year-old men at anime cons that get kicked in the balls by Makima cosplayers. There's a direct connection right there. No one talks about this though. It's taboo. We need peer-reviewed studies on this phenomenon, because it cannot go on any longer. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this here, get that out of the way, and then we'll just add like little spikes. Once again, the great thing about this being a South Park thing is I can just do something like this and not have to worry that it's all smoothed out and stuff, because that's just part of the style for South Park. Can't get away with that for certain other things, but for this I can. Alright, and then let's just color this in, and we're done with Shakai Goto. Go do this. Boom, boom. And then boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Can do this, why not? And then just do this. And alright. I think that's it for Shakai. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that works. I like it. That's Shakai Goto. So we got two done this stream. We got Goro Gaomi and Shakai Goto. So who shall we do next? There are so many people. And some of them, like I said, I'm gonna make them sort of the adult versions. We'll just do this one. Banana Juju was another person that replied to my thing. Oh, actually, I have to take all of these and create a new group for Shakai. So do that. And then Shakai Goto. Whoops, Goto. Alright, perfect. So Shakai there. Goro, Elfin, Midas. Alright, perfect. Alright, next one is, I gonna say, Banana Juju. So we'll do Banana Juju next. And then, after that, I guess we're gonna end stream. 'Cause, like I mentioned a few times, I've got a lot of other work to do for school and what have you. A lot of other work. But let's do Banana Juju next. I don't know if anyone knows this VTuber much. I don't know too much about her. But I saw she had big number. And I was like, big number means you get insta put in. Because I like big number. Because it means I grow big when you noticed by big number. Don't worry, I'm putting so many people in this that have like 3 followers, because I'm a small VTuber. I know how it feels. I'm putting plenty of people, but of course I do want to make sure I put some of the more popular ones in here, because it does help get more eyes on my stuff too. Eyes, purple, okay, mouth. Alright, so we have all those. Put that there. And then paste that, the head. So now the mouth. I'm making sure too that I'm copy pasting these things so that it just also makes it super simple and easy for me later on down the road to animate them. Because then I should be able to just like copy paste the keyframe motions, and it should be basically the same deal because they're the same assets for the most part. Hopefully everything goes well with that. I don't know. All right, and then let's do right hand, left hand, torso, right arm, upper, whoops, upper, right arm, lower, left arm, upper, left arm, lower, and then legs. Boom. And then put the legs all the way down here. And then, oh gosh, I need to eat something. My stomach is growling. Put the torso there. Alright, and now we're all good for the most part. So let me go grab the last few little things here, like her right hand and left hand. Put them on the new Banana Juju. And then we can start working on her hair. Left hand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drink a lot of coffee over the course of this next month if I want to get everything done with this and school-related stuff and other shit I have to do all on time. But it's my cross to bear. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me, guys. Are you worrying about me yet? Can you please worry about me? Can I get like affirmation and people sucking up to me all the time? Alright, left arm upper. Should find another song. I keep putting it on Daisy Circuit just because I kind of like it. It's a nice little doodad. It's a cute little song. Okay, I think that's it. I think I can do this. The only thing I usually don't copy paste is the torso, because they're usually a little bit different per person, just on account of like the different dresses and other stuff. So I'll usually redraw that, but everything else should be fine. All right, so let's make a new color palette. Banana Juju. All right, she's got like kind of almost dreadlocky looking hair. Oh, something almost fell. Should we start with the hair? Yeah, let's start with the hair. Okay, let me color pick this. She's got like blondish hair. It seems like I can do like her front hair is kind of the normal-ish bangs that we've seen a few times, but then her back hair will be all like the dreadlocks. After a little bit of time, you kind of get into the motion of this shit, and it does become a little bit faster. Like, okay, we do this, and then this, and this, and this. It's a little bit better. But once again, I don't know how many people are still in here, but once again, genuinely, I really appreciate the support that I've gotten with this project, and even like coming into my streams and chatting a little bit here and there. It's all very much appreciated heavily. I mentioned this last time, and it seems like kind of the same for this stream too, a little bit, is that my last stream that I did with the South Park thing was like honestly my most like successful stream. I've had streams where I've technically been like rated by someone with a good amount of followers or like viewers or something, but those barely kind of counted. Those are like way back in the day. But these streams are like definitely my most successful in terms of like just raw like people coming in from my own stuff, coming in for my own thing, and actually subscribing and following, and I appreciate that. It means so much to us little streamers, especially in this day and age with Twitch being fucking wild right now. No one knows what the hell they're doing. So that's my little spiel. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Kisses on forehead. Starts like caressing your thigh. Oh, chat. I never got to say this, but you've always meant so much to me. And then I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's not do the roleplay. I'm gonna finish this hair here. We're gonna move this part. It's not too hard to do the hair, honestly. It's very simple. We'll put this here, and then just bend it. Make sure these interlock, cross over one another. And then cut that. Okay. And then does she have... okay, so she has a little bit of hair that kind of comes down. here. Something like this. So I want to do something like that. And that. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And now we can do her back hair, which is going to be mostly the dreadlocks. So back hair, hair, clothes, okay. So those are mostly going to be... Oh, actually, I forgot her little ahoge. She has a little ahoge right here. Can't forget ahoges. Man, ahoges are like the pinnacle of female character design for anime women. I'd be a fool to forget such an important, integral part of a female anime design. Okay, so a lot of these dreadlocks are going to be something like this. Like, they kind of look like Cheetos now. It's just making me more hungry. Shit. I had like a bagel with cream cheese for breakfast and like a cup of coffee. That's it. I often skip breakfast, which is not really a good idea. But, I don't know. I don't like just only eating cereal and stuff, but then again, that's my own fault. I could definitely just make something else. Actually, how am I gonna do this hair? This is a little bit freaky. Do something like that? I almost want to flip vertical on this, and then... Oops. Is that gonna work? A little bit. I can do this. Okay. Not all of them have to be like... Yeah, okay, it can be like this. I have to remember this is the back hair, so I don't have to worry about it overlapping anything necessarily. Okay. And then like certain parts of the dreads kind of like poking out like this. Okay, but they're not that fucking fat. Damn. Also, I don't know if anyone's in chat still, but I should probably like raid potentially into someone at the end if I still have anyone to raid with. But if there are any suggestions, I could try to raid into someone. If not, we'll do that for another stream. But that could potentially be something I try to do. Ba ba da ba ba. Anyways, yeah. So if there's anyone, I don't know, I don't raid often, but if there's anyone that's, if anyone has any suggestions, that was a good refresh. Thank you, Enish. Thank you. Once I hear that, I know everything's gonna be all right. Me, even though I ain't live. And yes. And yes. I meant people that are live. I meant people that are currently breathing. And have a pulse. But, like I said, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough viewers still to properly raid into people. I feel like it could be a nuisance where I'm like, hi, it's me and one other guy, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Okay, let's add a little bit more here. And then can add like something like here. I feel like her hair here is like slightly flat. It needs to be like bigger. And then this needs to be smaller. I think that's okay. I want free clout. You're gonna get your free clout in the game, dude. When I add you in, your little like emote is just gonna appear in the corner or something. I have to remember this. There was someone else that said they wanted to. Was it Funky Rot? I have no idea if I'm actually gonna be able to add it. Certain things. We'll see. Oh gosh, I put so much work in myself, but I have to. I kind of have to, dude, because it's like if I don't like kind of work myself to the bone a little bit in this time, then I only have myself to blame if none of this stupid streaming stuff ever properly works out. You know what I mean? It's kind of up to me. So if I just like never stream or never do any of these projects, it's like, why am I not growing? It's like, maybe because you're a little pussy whiny baby. Don't push yourself in. Don't push yourself if I can't be in. Well, I'll try to like add little Easter eggs for like you guys. Like maybe it might not be a full-on South Park character, but maybe like some little Easter egg. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. A little something, you know, a little something for everybody. As those famous game journalists always say, it has a little something for everybody. Her hair is all wild, all types of wild. Holy fuckaroni. Okay. Let's make this a little bit more yellow so you can actually see the outlines a little bit, but maybe not to that extent. Okay, and then we'll go to the top of her hair here, and then take this and her okay, and then actually we might want to extend this, make it a little bit bigger perhaps. Actually, maybe we want to go back to the back hair and make this a little bit smaller even. Like that. Okay. It feels a little bit like not... I should change this color to be more like this. And then maybe like a tiny bit like that. And then the outline color should be more of that orange we just had. Something like that might be a little bit better. Yeah! Yeah! And then I'll add highlights. So it seems a little bit more like hair. Okay. Let's go on the back hair, so let's go to the front hair. Let's add some highlights. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bow. Nice! Looks like legit hair now. And then we can add little highlights here and there. I like adding the little highlights. There's something about the little highlights on these South Park characters that just makes it like pop out just a little bit more. I like it. Oh wow, okay. Been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, as I said, around the 3-hour mark, I'm probably gonna start calling it. Because I seriously like a lot of other shit I gotta do. But once again, no, I'll say it now and I'll say it again when I actually end stream. But I really do appreciate all the support that I've gotten recently. It is very helpful. It makes me feel good, warm, and fuzzy inside. It truly does. Let's go ahead and create almost like a shadow layer as well, perhaps. Maybe we can do it like this a little bit, and then do that. Let's see if that looks somewhat okay, or if that looks stupid and lame and dumb and stupid. It's maybe a little bit too dark. What about this color? Ah, that's not too bad. Okay. And now let's go to the back hair and add some more of that shading and highlights. Let me go like this. I should probably go like that so I can actually see what the hell is going on in the back. Alright, and then do this. Do that. That seems a little bit fucked, but if I do this... I think that's okay. Maybe if I add some more highlights. If I do it like this. And then... that. Yeah, I think that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. I think that gets sort of the job done. By the way, if you do add my cameo to the thing, can you try to make the eyes a bit bigger? I couldn't figure out how to without making it not look that good. Why not? I'll probably add, Anish, I'll probably add your like little like emote like just in like a corner, and like people will be like, what the fuck is this? And then maybe they'll click on it and it'll just say Anish or something. Nothing too crazy, but something like slightly funny. I don't know. I'll have to see when I get to that point. It'll definitely be like something like last second that I'll add in, because, you know, I've got all this other shit to add in. Okay, I'm gonna call it there with that hair. I think I might fix that potentially. I don't know. Let's move on to the next part. What were you working on? Like what program are you using to create your little thing, Anish? I'm curious. Was it literally just like MS Paint or something? Also, her color of her skin is a little bit... I think I might have to change that as well. It's not quite this light, because I'm going off of the Saba. Yeah, it's more like this. So I may also change that a bit as well. Left arm lower. Left arm upper. Right arm lower. Right arm upper. Boom. Epic! It was MS Paint? Yeah. Yeah, MS Paint is not... I'd suggest, if you can, getting a different program if you want to make little art things. Get Krita. Krita is free. It's a free, like, open source drawing program. And Krita is pretty good. I had used Krita for a good while before I finally switched over to, like, CS Paint. And then... Toon Boom and all the other stuff, but I'd suggest Krita. So got this. Let's go to the torso. A sketchpad? I don't know which one the sketchpad is. I forget. Alright, we got some decent work done though, I think, on stream today. I think another successful stream. Or we got like 3 more of these basically done. I'm gonna finish this last one up on stream right now. And then, yeah, not so bad. Not so bad at all. I think right now I've got about like 11 maybe, or 12 of these finished. Which is still very low considering I said that I'm gonna get like 100 of them done. But we're making progress, so it's fine. I might make a quick little tweet even after this stream is over, and just to say, like, here are like 3 more that I finished on stream. And I think for the I think I'll probably do like 2, maybe 3 more of these South Park streams. Because like I said, for the most part, I do want to do most of this off stream, because I just work faster off stream with this anyways. And I also don't want to spam it too much, because I feel like it could be annoying. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like 2 or 3 more of these. Got an ad, didn't hear what you said. What did I say? I think I was just talking a little bit about this stuff, but in terms of like the MS Paint shit, I was saying stuff like getting Krita. Krita would probably solve some of your issues, because it's a free open source drawing program. So I suggest getting Krita. That's what I used for a very long time, and I think it's actually quite good. I think it's quite good. This should be a little bit lower, I think, to like here. And then this should also be lower. But I kind of fucked it. Da 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 da. Okay. As long as it can draw, it good. Yeah, no, Krita's really good. I fully I give it 2 thumbs up. It's a good program. If you have the money, I'd suggest getting CS Clip Studio Paint for a drawing program. But if you don't have any money, Krita is actually genuinely really good. It's completely free. So 2 thumbs up to Krita. You should give that one a go if you're able to. Da, 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 da. She's even got a vine hanging out from her dress here, so I gotta add a vine like this, and then do something like this. I'll fix that in a sec. It's a little bit wanky. Wanky? Wonky. Jeez, I cannot... Oh! That's not what I wanted. Let me just do it like this. This is why I use the pencil tool. Because if I use the paintbrush, or if I use like just the paint... What was it? The brush tool or something in Toon Boom, I'm not able to like fix the lines as easily as I'm doing right now with this tool that I'm using, where I can just like move the lines after the fact. So that's why I typically use the pencil tool. Much better. Much better for my endeavors. Alright, and it's got little leaves hanging off of this thing. So let's just draw like 1 or 2 of these. Try to hurry up and get this done before it's too late. And then we'll end stream. We can move this one down a little bit. That's too symmetrical. Move it down right here. Okay. That's an that's an interesting statement, Anish. Freaking breathe. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Where did you hear that from? Goodness gracious. Wait. How do I, oh, okay. I can do something like this, and then something like this, and then little bit here to get that little bit of shine in. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this, but I'm probably gonna change this color. So it doesn't really do what I want it to do. I'm gonna make this a little bit brighter. Yeah, like this is a little bit better. And then I have to delete these little lines I created. Pow. Bang. Pow. Okay, wait, I have to do this here too. Okay, perfect. Hey, Shinananshi. Sorry, I was not looking at chat for a second there. Hi, wait, I did not say your name right. Sorry, Shinanashi. Hello, lad. Hope your night going well. Yeah, it's going all right. It's not night quite yet, although it's getting close. It's getting close to it. But yeah, Sheena. We'll say Sheena. Listen to me finish. How you doing? How you doing? No, don't worry. No one can say it right. No, I need to be able to say it right. But yeah, no. How's it going? How's your night going? Were you one of the VTubers as well that wanted to be in this thing? I'm coughing on my own. Yeah, I'm making. I did. I did. Did you reply on the OG post? If you did, then you are in, because you came to my chat while I was live, which I appreciate. So long as your name is like the same thing on Twitter or X, and I can easily find your name on there, then you're Gucci. Like the ref sheet and everything. I'm positive you did? Yeah, so long as you did it, then you're good. I'll find it later on and add you to the list. It be VR. Okay, it's basically the same name. Cool. Yes. I've actually had a decent amount of people that came in asking to make sure that they had a guaranteed spot. Like I said, I wouldn't have done that if I only had like 10 people reply, but I got nearly 700 replies. So I had to like be like, all right, guys, I cannot do all of you. So if you replied, come into my stream and ask again, and I'll make sure you get in. And then the rest that don't reply or like come back to ask for a spot doesn't mean that they won't get in. It just means it'll be left up to random chance at that point. So I wanted to give at least like a little bit of like something to the folks that decided they would do their due diligence and come by my stream, which I appreciate. And then to anyone that doesn't, there's still a chance they'll get in out of the 100 or so VTubers I'll put in here, but it'll just be left up to chance instead of, you know. Love what you're doing, lad. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me change this color a little bit so it's like something like this. That looks fine. Yeah, time zones. I've been trying to do them a little bit like at different time zones. So like the first one I think I did of this like a little stream for the South Park thing, I did at 9 a.m. my time, and now the second one I did at 2 p.m. my time. So, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I get the different time zones here and there so that anyone that wants to be a part of this and reply to the OG post actually still has a chance. So hopefully that's helped. I think it has a little bit. I think I noticed some new people. They're like, oh yeah, I wasn't able to come last time because of the time, but now I can. I'm like, that's good. Oh, I'm in Scotland. The Scottish. I've actually had a decent amount of Europeans come into my stream and be like, yeah, I live in Europe, and your streams are at usually an alright time. Sometimes I stream at an alright time. I'll stream at like 9 a.m. my time, and it's usually like afternoon for a lot of Europeans, which helps them out. And then other times it's just like, it's like 3 a.m. for me. I cannot make it. Whoopsies. But Scotland. How's Scotland? I've never been to Scotland. Actually, I've never really been to Europe. I've technically I've been to Europe. But those are only for like layover flights, so that doesn't really count. Yes, by technicality I've been in Europe, but not actually visited. Scotland seems like it would be a cool place to visit, I think. It's kind of cold now, but it's lovely here. I grew up with South Park, so saw this, was so excited, yes! And I've said this a few times on stream, and it might be annoying to others that have already heard it, but I am going to be doing a few of these types of, adding VTubers into certain TV shows. I was going to do the next one being, the next one was going to be Family Guy, and then I was going to do one potentially with Smiling Friends, and then just other, like, TV shows. But for right now, just trying to get this one done. I never left Travel Open Day, but I'm, you know, wheelchair so oh, yeah. That's definitely gonna make it a little bit harder. I think it sucks. Yeah, traveling is fun. I haven't done a shit ton of it, but the little bits that I have done, that's pretty good. I was mentioning earlier on stream, I was talking about some of my misadventures in Japan. Because I had gone to Japan last year, and I really want to go back. Japan is a really great country to visit. But I went for like 2-ish months when I went, which is probably not typical for most people, but I wanted to make sure that if I went, I got my money's worth. So I went for like 2 dang months. And it was worth it. It was so worth it. I love that country. I want to go back so bad. And I think I've got a good shot of going back next year, but we'll see. Did you actually, Enish? Wait, did you actually see that video of mine of the JoJo ramen shop before you actually followed my streams? That's hilarious. What the hell? Small world, what the hell? That wasn't even a particularly big video. It was a few thousand views. Oh. But that was something. I don't know. You did tell me that before? Maybe I'm just forgetful. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. That was a fun ass. When I go back to Japan, if I get to Osaka again, 100% I need to go back to that ramen shop, because that ramen shop is just so much fun, dude. I also need to just find like other like restaurants or whatnot that do that sort of deal where it's like the person that just runs the restaurant is just massively obsessed with a certain TV show or anime, and his entire shop is just that anime or manga or whatever, because it is actually like so much fun. And it obviously helped that I'm super into JoJo, so I was like, hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, we're past the 3-hour mark now on my stream, so I am going to end this very soon, but we're going to finish off Banana Juju here first, and then we'll end stream. But we're almost getting to the last little bit of stream here, so I appreciate everyone coming on. I would have streamed for a little bit longer, because it is an art stream after all. I don't mind necessarily streaming for like 6 hours straight on something like this, but I just got so much other homework to do, so it is what it is. But I will do another one of these streams in the near future, most likely Thursday, I'd say. But, you know, I'm not going to say anything quite yet, but around that time, I think I might do another one of these, the South Park thing. Okay. Oh shit! Grab the wrong thing. Thank you. Torso. Do this. Oh shit, what happened? Close gap? What happened here? What? Nani? Is that okay? Okay, there it is. Yay! There has to be one for One Piece. There is, I think, something like that. You haven't even watched JoJo's? How the hell did you see that video then? How the hell? Yeah, I think there is something like that for One Piece. I know that they have like collaboration cafes sometimes. I went to one for Jujutsu Kaisen when I was in Japan, which as a vlog I still have not actually fucking gotten around to editing and making, but I swear I will someday. So they do have collaboration cafes, but I wonder if there's more stuff where it's just like one dude that's just a massive fan that just makes his own restaurant that's just based off that stuff. Because that was what the JoJo one was like. The collaboration cafes are just like a completely different sort of deal where it's like, oh, it's just like the actual unofficial thing. I want more of the unofficial things. I'm interested in that. Let's see here. There might be a reason why I didn't fully watch the vid. Because I didn't watch the show yet. Let's see. I want to go to right arm upper, and then do this, and I'm just gonna literally do something like that to put vines in her arm. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Okay, you can barely see that. Because it goes over. Okay, yeah, that's true. Maybe not do that then. Let's do it on the lower arm then. Let's put this vine on her arm. How much more do we have here to do? We have to put her this, and then I have to make her tail. I have to put some leaves in her hair, and then I have to do her legs, and then we'll be done. Almost there, guys. Don't worry. Sorry I kept you captive here for 3 hours, but don't worry. Soon you'll be able to go back to your loving parents and family. And you won't be trapped in my stream for any longer. Until next time, though, of course. Then you'll be zapped back here against your will. Alright, legs. Let's grab the skin color, and we can literally just do this. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we'll grab the outline for the skin color, and then just do that for the legs, and the legs are pretty much done. The only thing I guess I would have to do is add some vines on one of her legs. Seems like she has that. Okay, let's add the vines here. And add some more vines like right here. And that should be Gucci. Ha ha ha. Yay. And then we'll just get rid of this, so that's cleaner. Perfect. Alright, and now let's go to her hair that's in the front. Let's add some leaves. Guys, we're almost done with this one too. I'm really doing it. Are you proud of me? Can I, guys, everyone in chat right now, you have to give me positive affirmations. Otherwise, I'm going to do something to myself. right now. You don't want to see what happens when I don't get my daily minute positive affirmations. You don't want to know what happens when Snail Pirate gets all cranky. There we go. Next time eat a salad. Wait, it's the monkey who said hard smash to me when she did smash and pass? Really? What? How come that doesn't happen to me? No woman says that to me. What the hell is this shit? Positive affirmations. I'm skinny, Funky Raw. I don't need to eat salad. Actually, I probably need to do the opposite. I need to eat, like... I need to eat more. I'm skinny as a twig. I need to work out more and eat more. I have actually started working out a little bit, though, at the gym. Because there's a gym nearby my school that I'm allowed to go to for free. So I've been doing that a little bit, and I'm going to try to do that more. I just noticed that she has a fucking, like, ponytail. Oh my god. That's not... Okay, let's do this. Get rid of this. I didn't even notice that, dude. Okay. Bow. I don't get it. All female VTubers say smash to me, but I'm single. Female VTubers don't say smash to me, and I'm single too. High metabolism? Yeah, I have a pretty high metabolism. I need a salad. I'm the embodiment of the fat bastard tag. No! I don't know how much some of you guys weigh, but here's a little lore. I'm 6'1", right? I'm 6'1" in terms of height, and my weight for being a 6'1" man is only like 135 pounds. So that should like paint a little bit of a picture of how fucking skinny I am. 135 pounds and like 6'1". I'm pretty skinny. Because you're still 15. If you're 15, then yeah, you're gonna be like skinny as a twig for now. But just wait, Anish. In like 2 more years, all of a sudden you're gonna become fat, big and fat. You can become just like us. You can become big and fat. And disgusting and old. We're getting old and disgusting and bald. Everyone's balding. Guys, are you ready? The Norwood is coming for you guys. The Norwood 5 is coming for you guys. It's over. It's over, actually. It's over for all of us. It's not actually that uncommon to be overweight in Finland. I feel it's like not that uncommon to be overweight in any first world country, to be fair. Right? Like, what is it's like pretty bad here in the US. It's like 60% or something. Like 60% of US citizens, or you know, people in the US that are overweight, and like 30 something percent that are obese. I think is something crazy like that. It's not good. It's actually pretty bad. So I think it's probably like the US is among some of the worst. I think Mexico is also another one that's like really, really bad. But I guess that at least I'm not part of it. I'm not part of that statistic, I guess. But I look more... I'm not anorexic. I'm not anorexic at all. But I am probably closer to that than I am to being fat. Rekachi! Rekachi, Rekachu! How you doing, Rekachi? Japan. Yeah, Japan is actually pretty known for being fairly skinny. Yes, hello, Rekachi. I'm assuming, because I literally see a VT at the end of your username, that you also want to be a part of the South Paddock VTuber extravaganza. So long as you left like a comment on the main OG post I created, and I can easily find like a reference sheet for you on that OG post or just on your profile, then you're in. 23.7% of adults in Finland are obese. Rikachi says, huh? Okay, I'm assuming that everyone that comes in is wanting to be a part of this thing. I was making this thing of posting or putting a bunch of VTubers into South Park for like a video and for like a really, really quick game. And like 99% of the people that have come in to chat have been someone that wanted to be a part of it. So I just assumed, but I assumed wrong. I should not do that. I should probably kill myself, actually. Hold on, Ad. Didn't hear what you said. What did I say? I think I just said something about this VTuber thing, but also in terms of Finland. I didn't actually really say anything about Finland. I just said that it's that's not so bad. 23.7%. That's not so bad. I did. I swear. Listen, every single person, you can go back and watch the VOD. Every single person that came in was someone that wanted to be a part of this. So when I see someone with literally a VT at the end of their name, I'm assuming, oh, that's another person that wants to be a part of this thing. And then I guess wrong, and then I look like an idiot, and then a fool that needs to go and commit seppuku. Ugh. But I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, I need to add her tail. Oh, shit. I need to add a tail. And then that's it for Banana Juju here. Tail. Pam. And then we're gonna make a new color palette here, or new color thing. We're gonna make it the brown-ish tail. And throw a tail in the back here. A lot of VTubers seem to have tails. What's up with that? What's up with that? Boom. Maybe a little bit more brown than that. I think that's okay. I think I should make the outline color a little bit more, like that. That's okay. If you may want to make it, we'll see. I did get like almost 700 replies to the thing, so I do have to make sure I can't do everyone. I can only do about 100 VTubers. So if you weren't one of the OG posts, then maybe not. But I don't know. You can reply to something if you want to. We'll see. I did get so many. I'm gonna add just one last little thing here. She has a vine on this tail as well. So I'm just gonna quickly add this vine. Actually, we'll just do this. Doesn't fucking matter. There, and then we'll just... Ah! That scared me.
Rekachi_VT just followed.
Thank you, Rekachi! Rekachi! I love you. Thank you. Still a fun idea, though? Yeah. It seems like a lot of people like the idea. Otherwise, I would not have received as many fucking things as I did. Are you a variety tuber or artist? I'd say variety, because I don't only stream art. I do stream actually quite... Actually, it had been a minute since I last streamed art. For most of the time, I usually stream... like, video games. Typical, I know. I'm gonna click on Twitch here. Go to my following. Try two tails. Ow, that scared me. I don't know why that's so slow sometimes. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. So, actually, I want to show off. Okay, so this is what we got done, guys. This is what we got done. This is the one that. Oh, actually, I need to make group this selection, and I'll call it Banana Juju. So we have Banana Juju here. We have Shakai Goto, which I might need to fix this part a little bit. I don't like it. Gosh, dang it, that scared me. What was that?
Rekachi_VT just cheered 5 bits.
Oh, thank you. I so never hear that scared me. I was like, what the fuck was that? Thank you, Rekachi. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to Giant. Oh, draw some good art for me. Not of me, but like do it in spirit of me. So yeah, we got Gao done as well. Not bad stream, guys. Not a bad stream. Now, here's the deal. I have 8 people watching me, at this current point, or 9, I think it says. We're gonna raid someone, because I never raid anyone. This is a good time to raid someone. I mean, I can show you after I'm done if you like. DM me on Twitter if you want, or you could even join my Discord. But I'm not gonna force anyone to join my Discord. But I do have a little bit of a Discord. It has an art channel there too. You can join that and also post it there. But we're coming at the end now of the stream because I have a lot of work I have to do that does not pertain to this South Park video, stuff for school and whatnot. So we're gonna raid into someone, and it seems, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go click on his stream. He should be live right now, I think.
Ox, whatever that one is.
Oh, you can hear him like that. Is he streaming? What is this thing? Oh, it's a Nocto. Okay, we're gonna raid into Jun Akane, who is another pirate VTuber. Same as me. He's cool. I actually did a little animation for him for one of his recent music videos. So we're gonna go ahead and raid into Jun Akane. But once again, thanks everyone for coming in. I really appreciate it. Let me see, how the fuck do I do this? I so very rarely raid into people. I don't know how to. Okay, it's called Akane Jun. Okay, we're gonna raid into Akane Jun. All right, guys, thank you for all hanging out with me, and I'll see you most likely on Wednesday for probably a Zenless Zone Zero stream, and then Thursday, most likely, for more of the South Park. Okay. Oh, bye-bye. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I have to wait. I have to click raid, and then it does the thing. I'm very good at this. Okay. Let's raid into Jun Akane. Okay, see you guys.